What is up, everybody? Welcome to day 4 of the IDV Norwaseus tournament. If I pronounce that right. Today our only match for today is UGS and SS. So I'm really looking forward to this match. This is going to be a lot of fun. We are looking at round one ever sleeping, and it looks like UGS is surviving first. SS is going to be hunting first. So let's go ahead and wait on those bans. I haven't really been able to watch this tournament at all. Because I only watch Twitch on the app and the app is so bad. So I don't really know much about these teams at all. So unfortunately, I'm not really gonna have a bunch of insider info on what these guys play. So I'll try to play it by ear. We'll see. It looks like the first ban from the Hunter is going to be Seer and Priestess. I do really like those bans. Priestess is disgusting on this map, and Seer is pretty gross in general. I think Priestess is always a priority ban on Ever Sleeping. And Seer, just most hunters want to ban Priestess and Seer, so this could be really anything, honestly. I guess no Bonbon. We're gonna wait on those picks. I'm not really sure what UGS's style is as far as their survivors go. If they play a lot of meta, then they're gonna want to lock some supports here. So maybe Antiquarian. Antiquarian is very strong here. As far as supports go, Toy Merchant is great on this map. You have Professor, who's really meta recently because he does so well against Night Watch. And then you've got some other options for support as well. Maybe something like a Thief. Actually, I've been seeing some Thief in IVL too. Um, there are plenty of options. Maybe they'll go some Rock Hiders too, like Patient or Psychologist. I'm not sure. This guy's pro. He's got all his info hidden. Oh, but he owns like every single Geisha skin. If this guy's a Geisha main, that would be pretty interesting. Yeah, for Geisha, definitely banning Seer and Priestess makes sense. If it is a Geisha, Professor would be very strong against Geisha because you can use the ability to block the dash or block a hit after she dashes, and so it'll put her ability on cooldown. And every single survivor can do that, so that would be very strong. Besides that, Geisha's chase is very strong, but she can be weak to support and harassment. So it might be worth it for UGS to lock in some of that. Maybe some harassment like forward, that would be pretty interesting. Something like forward would be great. Antiquarian is a great harasser. Thief is pretty good lately. And then there are some other options, maybe something like a batter, although batter is somewhat inconsistent, so you don't see batter that much. Excuse me, sorry about that. I am back. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna see Victor and Norton. Oh my god, they lock using the character names, Postman and Prospector. Prospector is a great harasser. He did recently get nerfed, and they nerfed him pretty hard too. But he's just so busted that he's still worth it. Like, even if you can only get one magnet off with the cooldown, if the magnet's good enough, it gets a ton of distance. So, and then Postman is also interesting. Postman is not the most meta pick right now. At the moment, decoders in general aren't really that strong. The only decoder that sees a lot of play is actually Explorer. Because lately, Explorer is really good at hiding. And if the hunter wastes a lot of time looking for Explorer, then that just ends up buying a ton of time for the survivors. The other decoder that sees play sometimes is Mechanic, who is basically always going to be good because her bot is pretty broken. But Postman doesn't see as much play. However, Postman's not a weak character by any means. With his dog, he's not like a totally soft target. He can maybe even get multiple dogs off in one kite if he does well. And he also has a bunch of utility with his pages. If he survives to the end game, he makes the gates open super fast. He can support kiters with like his urgent letter and the other ones that give speed boosts and stuff. And in general, he's very versatile. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see the Postman pick. After that, Acrobat is going to be banned. Acrobat is another great ban. Very strong rock hider. And as well, there's some funny support things you can do with Acrobat against Geisha. Like you can use the red ball to turn off her dashes, you can use the brown ball to slow her down. So that can definitely be annoying, and it's very difficult to chase. And we're going to see a prisoner lock from UGS now. That's really interesting. It seems like UGS are going for a double decoder strategy. That's a pretty old-fashioned strategy. It used to be meta to counter like Dream Witch like a year ago, maybe even more. Now unfortunately it's not as good because even though your decoding is going to be very fast, having two soft targets is extremely risky because A, you're losing out on what could be another support, so the kites are probably going to be less long because there's not as many supports. And secondly, you have two really easy chases, so if it's a geisha, right, they can down a postman pretty quickly, and then maybe their next chase can be a prisoner, and if prisoner goes down quickly as well, suddenly you're looking at like a four man. And geisha's not the kind of hunter that four mans that often, like it's possible, but it shouldn't happen that much. But when you give her that many easy chases, it suddenly becomes much more possible. Now, we're gonna see SS's Hunter ban Toy Merchant. Again, Toy Merchant is an extremely strong support on this map. I do really like that ban. And then with the comp right now, Postman, Prospector, and Prisoner, it's probably gonna be a rescue lock. Most likely Mercenary. I think honestly anything other than Mercenary here would be rather strange. Maybe they want to go for an FO. Maybe they want to go super aggressive and go for another Harasser. Or maybe a support. Yeah, they're gonna go for an Embalmer here. Embalmer is interesting. Embalmer is like Embalmer's a character that you go for draws with. Because if you chase him, not only can he embalm himself really far, but no one has to come in and rescue, so that means that decoding is going to be extremely fast. So if Geisha chases Embalmer, it's actually going to be possible for her to lose just because she's going to get Cypher Rush so hard. The problem with Embalmer is that he's also a really easy chase. So right now, UGS's team comp is like three basically free chases and a Prospector, which is rather risky. But we are going to see SS and Hunter go Naiad. Naiad is actually really interesting. Naiad's role in the meta right now is kind of a hard draw hunter. She doesn't have as much map pressure as some other hunters, like Geisha, for instance. Geisha has more map pressure. She moves around the map quicker than Naiad. Um, Naiad is very strong for getting draws because her chase is strong, and her camp is also pretty abusable, which could actually be really relevant here because UGS don't have a rescue. They have like an embalmer, a couple decoders, and a prospector. So like if they want to get a consistent rescue off, they're gonna have to throw a prospector at the Naiad and hope that he stuns her. However, if this Naiad plays her camp well, she can pick up some stuffs pretty quickly here, and that's just gonna turn into a four man. So definitely, like, it's gonna be really interesting to see how this Naiad camps and whether or not they can actually kite. They've got next to no support. They only have a prospector. So it's a very high risk, high reward comp. I mean, if Naiad doesn't get a fast down, you're gonna win off the Cypher Rush alone. But if Naiad gets a really fast down and then you can't rescue, like, that's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be very difficult to come back from. So it really looks like UGS are going for an all or nothing strategy here in the first round. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this plays out. Looking at these builds, we should see, yeah, Prospector is going to be on Flywheel. It looks like Postman is going to be on Flywheel as well. Embalmer is going to be on Tide, and then Prisoner is going to be on Broken Windows. This is fine. One Tide is pretty standard, and then having Postman on Flywheel as well should be fine. And then Prisoner can have Broken Windows to transition better. Postman doesn't need Broken Windows as much because he can transition using the dog, so he should be okay with Flywheel. And then of course you always want your Harasser to have Flywheel as well, so if he messes up he doesn't get hit. We can't see the Naiad's build yet. It's gonna be either down left or down right. Lately, down left has been really popular to push for draws, but if this Naiad wants to go for a win, she might just bring trump card, which would be pretty cool. Interesting spawn here. Yeah, you don't usually see Postman and Embalmer go in those places. If Naiad spawns below Postman, this is gonna be pretty bad for the survivors. Yeah, Naiad's gonna be able to chase Postman. Postman's got a lot of responsibility right now. He has to kite well. Because if he dies quickly, and especially if he dies near graveyard, like, not only is Naiad gonna get a fast down, but she's gonna be able to harass Prisoner Cypher as well. Which is really gonna stunt their progress. Embalmer is gonna get his coffin in the corner of the map though, so that can definitely help. If Embalmer can come over and grab maybe Postman's face and embalm him like all the way over across the map, that's gonna be pretty big. So here we go. First round UGS versus SS. It looks like Naiad's actually going to graveyard. She wants to chase Prisoner. Unfortunately, she kind of messed up that hook, but it's okay. Oh, Prisoner's hiding here. He still makes that pallet, though. Well, that was a little risky. And he gets hit through the pallet. Oh, no. Yeah, unfortunately, that's why hiding right there isn't really great. If he just ran straight ahead, he would have made that pallet for free. And unfortunately, that's a really fast hit. And Prospector is coming in for an extremely early harassment. But unfortunately, the magnet just doesn't do anything. Naiad seems to be getting a little confused. She's actually lost Prisoner here, and she's also running Excitement. Interesting. Excitement for only Prospector and Postman. However, that was such an early hit, and it looks like she's going to be getting a free hit here on Postman as well. Yep. And now this is such a huge position for Naiad. She's got so many free hits. She isn't running Insolence, I believe, but it doesn't matter when you've got that many hits already. And Postman just goes down instantly. Yeah, this is huge for Naiad. Prisoner's already been injured. They're going to have to heal him. They have popped a Cypher pretty quickly, and Prospector's Cypher is around 60. So their Cypher Rush is good, but on the other hand, Naiad has so much momentum right now. And she even has Excitement, so at this point, Prospector's harassment isn't going to be very effective. And now, here comes the camp. This is the important part. Embalmer has no rescue abilities. We'll see if he can make this rescue off. Right now, Naiad's just getting a ton of water. Embalmer has to be careful, but he could get Terror Shock too. He does make the rescue though. Very nice rescue. He's gonna take the water hit though. And now it's up to a Postman to rebound. We are gonna see an Excitement there. Very good Excitement. Cancels out the Prospector's Magnet. And Postman has nothing. No flywheel. He just gets hit. And Prospector only has one more Magnet left. And he has 50 water too, so we're not even gonna see him try. And so many injuries here. This is the problem. Naiad's already gotten so many injuries. She's at full presence too. This is going to be a very difficult rescue to make. She's going to set up a pretty big abyss here. Now Prospector is going to go for a magnet here. Not going to stun her though. And he's going to take a hit. Naiad's just going to down him, and this works. Postman doesn't have an area to kite with. Yet he just goes down to the water. And right now, everyone is injured. Naiad gets a free chair. And Postman is just about to die, and there's nothing they can do about that. Yeah, they can't pick him up, they don't have time. And right now, this match is almost over already. There's almost nothing the survivors can do to bring this back. With everyone injured, and with their Cypher progress looking like it is right now, they still have 2 Cyphers left, and they don't have much progress on either. Unfortunately, Postman, or Prospector, just not being able to land these magnets right now. Embalmer, too, not being able to flywheel there. Or, no, Embalmer is tied, so yeah, he couldn't do anything. Embalmer might rebirth here, but if he does, then Naiad can just switch to Prospector. She doesn't even have to tunnel him. Yeah, she can just kill Prospector here, and he's not going to be able to get out of the water in time? No, he will be, but he has 70 water. It's going to be very difficult for him to kite. And additionally, Naiad's Excitement is coming off cooldown right now. So if he had a magnet there, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Yeah, Prospector's on his second chair here. And it looks like, yeah, they're trying to heal right now, which is smart. It's really all they can do. their best play right now, UGS's best play is to double heal. They need to heal to full and try to play for a one man. Getting a draw here is impossible. Unless Prospector kited like 90 seconds or something off a rescue. But with excitement, that probably wouldn't be possible. But yeah, they're not even gonna have time to make the rescue. Neither of them is close to the chair. Naiad is proxy camping because she knows that. She's looking for her next chase here. And it looks like the ciphers just aren't enough. It is good that they were able to heal to full. That does help them to some extent. And Prisoner was actually able to cancel the harpoon too, so Naiad couldn't get a puddle there. I mean, if Prisoner can maybe kite out two more ciphers, right now Embalmer's cipher is 60. So if he can kite out that cipher and then long enough for Embalmer to prime the fifth cipher, then maybe they can push for a one-man. That would be difficult though, and unfortunately, Prisoner just goes for a unfortunate pallet throw there, and he gets hit through it. And now Naiad just has to catch up. He's going to try to transition to Graveyard, but Naiad has both dashes, so he's not going to be able to get very far. Maybe he can pick up Tram here, but Naiad might be able to hit him before he gets to it. Oh, just barely he makes the Tram. Very well played by Prisoner. And Embalmer was able to finish that Cypher, but now we might see, well, Naiad's just going to be able to smack him as soon as he gets off. She doesn't have the second dash though, so maybe he'll be able to kite for a little bit. But unfortunately, Naiad moves so fast. And there's the second dash, yeah. So she's going to get him as soon as he comes off there. Yep, there she goes. And now the middle cipher is 50, however... oh, it looks like Naiad might actually consider chairing here. She does know where Dungeon is, and Embalmer has nothing to kite with. Unfortunately, Excitement isn't very good for Embalmer. Embalmer can't really stun. However, Naiad knows exactly where Embalmer is, and she's got the full chair to deal with this. So, I mean, maybe Embalmer can make this rescue. It looks like he's going to try. However, if Naiad can hit another dash on him, then he'll probably get stuffed. We'll see if he can make this rescue. However, he's taking water pretty quickly. He does make it. Really nice rescue. Unfortunately, and Prisoner cancels attack recovery, and now it's over. He's just going to go down here, it looks like. Really nice water there, and he goes down. And it is going to be a 4-man for the Naiad. A 4-kill. Really well played by that Naiad. Yeah, unfortunately, as we talked about before, that double decoder strategy with Embalmer, extremely high risk. You really need one of the decoders to kite like 3 ciphers, and if you can, you win. But as we saw there, Naiad was able to snowball so quickly. She got a free hit on Prisoner at the start. Prospector's harassment didn't go anywhere, and then she was able to down a postman very quickly. And then once, Prospector comes in to rescue, 3 people are injured, and from there, Naiad has so much momentum, it's almost impossible. So very well played by that Naiad there. Now there's a lot of pressure on UGS's Hunter. So we're gonna have to see if UGS's Hunter can get a 4-man. Unfortunately, if UGS's Hunter can't 4-man, it's going to be a win for SS in the first round. So we'll have to see what UGS's Hunter can do now. Very well played by that Naiad. I believe this is their Hunter. Okay, he's got... Yeah, it is? Okay, bet. He's, the 49th Wu Chang, so we might see some Wu Chang gameplay here. That would be pretty cool. However, yeah, 49th Wu Chang, C badge on Nightwatch. Wu Chang would be pretty cool, actually. You don't see Wu Chang very often in competitive play because his chase is very weak and he just dies to support. However, in a situation like this where you have to 4-man, someone like Wu Chang isn't a terrible option because Wu Chang can snowball pretty hard if he gets a fast down. The strength of Wu Chang is, of course, how much map pressure he has. He can move around the map very quickly, especially if the Wu Chang brings trump card or teleport. With both teleport and the umbrella, Wu Chang he has so much map pressure. He can be basically everywhere at once. And so Wu Chang is able to, slug survivors, switch targets quickly, and really rack up a ton of momentum. The biggest roadblock, if this Hunter goes Wu Chang, the biggest roadblock will be that first down. Wu Chang's main struggle is getting a down quickly, That's why a lot of Wu Changs run insolence so that they can get their first presence faster, and that helps them get the first down quicker. However, insolence Wu Chang is kind of more for a tie. It's very difficult to win without like trump card, or maybe you go down left and teleport. Then sure you have teleport for late game, but you're not gonna have blink to get the down quickly, so you're just gonna have to mind game survivors, which is also very difficult. I think it's gonna be really interesting to see what kind of build this hunter goes if he does go Wu Chang. It'll be really interesting. There's so many different strategies you can use on him. Wu Chang is kind of so off meta that there like isn't really a correct strategy to go for him. Like you can kind of just use anything honestly, just because he's so unexplored. Now we are waiting on these bans. Okay, it's gonna be yeah. It's gonna be Seer and Priestess. Same set of bans as last time. You know, as we mentioned before, Priestess is disgusting on this map. Seer is pretty nasty in general. Both really strong bans. Definitely fits for Wu Chang. Seer, you know, making everyone a 3-hit survivor definitely hurts Wu Chang. While it does feed presence, it can extend that first kite, which is not very good. Now we are gonna see SS pick prisoner and forward. Once again, we're seeing a priority lock on a decoder. Pretty interesting here. We're seeing lots of decoders here today. And then forward as well. SS are locking in their harasser pretty quickly, which is good. Forward did kind of fall off because of Antiquarian, but he's still a very strong character. And if the forward is skilled, you can buy a ton of time with that, like both with mid kite support and harassment once he goes down. Um, UGS's hunter is gonna ban Merc. Merc is pretty smart here. Wu Chang hates Merc, obviously. I mean, every hunter basically hates Merc. If you can make them go someone less consistent like FO, although FO still is very consistent, at least he can't eat a detention hit. SS are gonna lock in Toy Merchant here. And yeah, this is looking pretty scary. It looks like SS are really focusing in on their support. They have forward who functions as both a rescue and a harasser and a support. Toy Merchant who's one of the strongest supports on this map. And then you're gonna also have Prisoner, and while Prisoner is kind of a soft target, with Toy Merchant support, it's still gonna be very difficult. Prisoner can definitely kite with Toy Merchant support. So this could be pretty dangerous for this hunter. For the next ban, now that they locked forward, so they don't like Awkward doesn't really have to ban oh he already banned Merc as well, so he doesn't have to ban another rescue. He might want to consider banning a another support or harasser. I'm not sure what exactly SS play. We'll have to see what he goes for. Yeah, it does look like Chubi is actually the 18th toy merchant, so I'm sure they have their catapult spots down. There's some really strong catapult spots like near two-story. That middle two-story building, if you can put a catapult spot to go onto the stairs, that's very strong. It can buy a lot of time for the survivor. Mm, Also, this dude Germa actually is a batter performer tag. So I'd be pretty interested in seeing a batter. Batter is underratedly a very strong harasser. His only problem is he can be inconsistent. But we are actually gonna see awkward ban perfumer. Perfumer is not a very meta character. I guess maybe SS have a perfumer main. Maybe they're known for a perfumer, in which case, of course, getting, you know, stuff like that out of the way is strong. However, SS are gonna lock in a Prospector. And this is, yeah, Prospector's a really strong lock there. Now they've got 2 harassers and 3 supports basically. This is very risky, and unfortunately, I think Wu Chang here just isn't a very strong pick. I mean, normally you like to see a prisoner because prisoner's rather easy to chase, but I mean, with stuff like Prospector and a forward and a toy merchant, you're gonna have a lot of trouble getting that prisoner down. Assuming that SS play their support correctly, it's gonna be extremely difficult. And UGS, yeah, awkward is gonna go Night Watch. I like Night Watch here. Night Watch's chase is very strong here. And additionally, Night Watch does have potential to 4-man. We've seen it happen before. Night Watch is very strong right now. Once you get presence, you can move around the map quickly with his dashes, and his chase is just so strong. If you can get a fast down, then it's possible to snowball into a 4-man. So there is a lot of pressure on this hunter right now. He has to 4-man, unfortunately. Um, but SS, they have a really strong comp here. Definitely much more in line with the meta than UGS's Survivor comp was with the heavy support. This is going to be pretty difficult. Looking at this comp is going to be interesting. It does look like forward is going to be on Tide. He is their only rescue. Sometimes you see forward on broken windows or flywheel, but this time it doesn't really seem like an option. Um, it actually looks like Prospector is on Tide as well. They might want to change that. I'm not sure if they're going to go for that. Flywheel, it looks like Toy Merchant and Prisoner are on Flywheel. Um, yeah, is their Prospector actually going Tide? We'll see if he changes. That wouldn't be the smartest play, but that would be interesting. Yeah, I think so. Usually you always see Prospector on Flywheel. In case he messes up a magnet, Prospector can just Flywheel away and not give up a free hit. They already have Tide on forward, so a second Tide isn't usually necessary. Although having 2 Tides can help you push for a 4-man in endgame if you have a really long kite. You can save one of your Tides for a detention rescue. However, that really only works if you have a Merc. Otherwise, like, you have to go for some risky harassment and stun the hunter to get the rescue off. We are going to see Night Watch spawn next to the prisoner in Graveyard and above forward as well. He's probably going to chase the prisoner here. Chasing forward would be pretty difficult, and you don't want prisoner to decode. And we're going to be jumping into the second half of round 1, UGS hunting. Like we expected, Night Watch going for prisoner. However, it looks like he is a little lost here. Now he's heading towards prisoner. He's gonna go for an early speed boost, maybe thinking that prisoner was hiding there, but that was not the case, unfortunately. However, he is gonna see prisoner here, trying to actually cut off prisoner, and prisoner might actually try. He does. He vaults directly into the hunter. Wow. Big misplay from prisoner now, and yeah, Aklo got a really fast down there, or a really fast hit. If he can get this second hit without blink, that would be huge. That would be exactly the chase that he needs. Unfortunately, prisoner is going to be able to stun him out of that speed boost. So right now, Aklu without any abilities. However, he's going to be able to catch up really quickly here, and prisoner just isn't going to be able to get to the next pallet. Even with flywheel, unfortunately, not quite enough. He just was too far, yeah. And that was a very fast down here. We can see it looks like forward was helping Prospector's Cypher out. It's almost finished. However, no Cyphers have been popped yet, and Nightwatch also gets basement as well. It might be smart to rescue after half or sell this. Right now, the survivors only need to draw. However, it looks like Nightwatch is actually going to really aggressively proxy camp. Maybe even consider switching targets here. Unfortunately, forward is going to be able to get a free rescue here. There's going to be a free hit on the Prospector. However, is Nightwatch actually going to commit to this Prospector? It looks like he is. This is a very aggressive play. Oh no, and he goes for a blink. The blink unfortunately didn't hit. but the Prospector wasn't able to get away. I'm surprised. I thought he could have vaulted that window. I guess he didn't have time. Now Forward might be able to get a stun here, and he does, yeah. He is gonna get hit here. However, Prospector canceling attack recovery. Now this could be dangerous. It looks like he will be able to get Tram though. And Nightwatch also gets hit by the Tram. Tram claims another victim. How surprising. Now Nightwatch might just switch targets to Forward here. Which isn't a bad decision at all. Forward doesn't have as much football left. He has half a football about. And Nightwatch wasn't committed to Prospector anyway. However, this is still a very risky position here. Losing your first chase like that, especially when it's a prisoner, this can be risky. However, they're healing prisoner in front of the Nightwatch. Very unfortunate decision there to heal prisoner right there. Nightwatch is gonna get stunned here, but prisoner probably won't be able to get away. Nightwatch barely not getting that, and Nightwatch probably gonna get stunned again here. Maybe the prisoner is gonna kite away from the area though. We'll have to see how long prisoner can kite here. Being able to find prisoner, yeah, there's the flywheel. However, he might not be able to escape here. He's gonna get hit right before he makes the pallet. Unfortunately, yeah, killing prisoner right in front of the Nightwatch there. Such an unfortunate decision. And now SS's momentum is kind of disappeared. I mean, they still are in pace to draw, but with the amount of injuries they have, it's actually possible for Aklo to snowball this into a win. It might not be a 4-man, but if Aklo can 3-man, that's still really big. Yeah, Forward is going to go down here. And Nightwatch is going to return to the chair in case someone makes a rescue. However, that's not going to be the case. No tinnitus. And Prisoner is going to be leaving. He's going to return to the manor now. And yeah, Nightwatch is going to be able to immediately chair Forward. Now, they are down to their last cipher. And the last cipher is actually 42. So they have some progress. However, it looks like Forward isn't going to be chaired in basement. However, with an injured Prospector, Nightwatch can just, especially with the cipher so close, Nightwatch can actually just switch targets to Prospector here. And if you can chair Prospector on the cipher, suddenly it's a win. Additionally, Nightwatch can actually just blink Toy Merchant and she won't be able to rescue. And yeah, she can't make this rescue now, he has a dash. So he can just stuff her. He's not even going to need to use the dash. And all of a sudden, yeah, this is looking like a 4-man for Nightwatch. Toy Merchant is going to get slugged right there. And he can just, yeah, Nightwatch can just go harass Prospector. And, I mean, their last cipher is right next to the chair as well. Toy Merchant might actually be able to self-heal. Nightwatch might want to be careful about allowing Toy Merchant to self-heal. If she can self-heal and rescue the Forward, that would be pretty bad. Nightwatch might, yeah, it looks like he's going to go for Prospector here. Is Toy Merchant going to be able to self-heal in time, is the question. It looks like Nightwatch is going to be returning to the chair, just to make sure. And we might see him chair her as well. Unfortunately, Prospector did take the tram, so Nightwatch here has to be very careful. He needs to 4-man to draw the round out. So chairing here is good because now she can't self-heal, but you have to be careful about Prospector making it to dungeon. Now dungeon is middle, so it's definitely possible for him to kite there. And yeah, unfortunately, it might actually be a dungeon kite if Nightwatch can't find Prospector in time. So we're going to see what Nightwatch can do here. Heading towards middle, maybe. He might be thinking about a rescue. He might be thinking maybe Prospector rotated towards Graveyard to go for a rescue here. And it looks like that's where he's going. However, the chair already after half. And Nightwatch just doesn't have a lot of time here. Prospector also, he only has Tide. He doesn't have Flywheel or Broken Windows. But he also has 3 magnets. And yeah, Nightwatch just doesn't have a lot of time left. This decision to chair might end up biting him. Toy Merchant about to expire, and Prospector is rotating towards the dungeon here. We'll have to see if those magnets are enough. Nightwatch is going to be able to cut him off, though. Did he see him? I don't think he did. Prospector might be able to get to dungeon. Yeah, Nightwatch is looking in the wrong direction. Prospector is going right for dungeon. Prospector has to get a good stun in here. If he can get a long stun, unfortunately that wasn't really long enough. He does have another magnet here. However, he misses it. Nightwatch just has to get the hit through this pallet here. He's going to walk, and he swings. However, Prospector is kind of close to the dungeon. Is he going to get it? Just barely doesn't make it. Unfortunate. Yeah, with Flywheel, that was definitely a dungeon kite. And that's one of the reasons why Flywheel is so strong on Prospector. Yeah, unfortunate. If they brought Flywheel on Prospector, that would have been a 3 escape. Or that would have been a 1 escape, and they would have won the round. Very unfortunate, but very well played to the Night Watch. After he lost the prisoner, it kind of looked like that was going to be a draw. But yeah, he was able to snowball that. He found the prisoner again, and he was able to snowball that into a 4-man. So well played to this hunter. Really well played to both of these hunters here. We're going to see 2 4-mans in the first round. Both of these hunters are clearly very strong. And we are going to go to the second round completely tied up. Oh, the second round is going to be on Red Church, so this is going to be really interesting. Church is also a pretty balanced map. Hunters can definitely succeed on Red Church. So it looks like does look like UGS is going to hunt first here. So we're going to get to see Awkward hunt again on Red Church. It'll be exciting to see what he goes for here. Red Church is a pretty interesting map. We didn't actually see any Antiquarian, like, at all. I don't think Antiquarian was banned or picked in the first round. So I guess neither of these teams like her very much. We might see more forward in that case. On Red Church, Priestess is strong, but she's not as broken as she is on Eversleeping. So, we might not see her get banned off the bat. Maybe we'll get to see some Priestess action, which would be pretty cool. Toy Merchant as well isn't really like the strongest on Church. Toy Merchant is very good on Eversleeping because she has those spots at like 2 stories. But Church doesn't have any 2 stories, so you can only use her to get distance. She's not really as good on Church. You can use her to like take a catapult like into or outside of Church, which is like definitely neat, but it's not really as strong as her spots on like Leo's or on Eversleeping or on Sacred Heart. Like Leo's especially, Toy Merchant on Leo's is pretty scary. It is going to be Awkward hunting first. He's going to be banning 2 survivors. We'll probably see Seer banned again, maybe Priestess. Maybe you'll want to get rid of something like Forward or Prospector. It is going to be Seer and Forward, yeah. Priestess not as strong on Church, so Awkward does have the opportunity to go for someone else, and I think Forward is a great pick here. Or, oh wait, Forward was actually banned. Yeah, I forgot about that. Forward was picked first, so he can't actually be banned. Or he can't be picked at all. So he doesn't need to be banned. Yeah, it looks like who are the 2 survivors that were it was Prisoner and Forward. So SS cannot pick Prisoner and Forward at all now. Seer is still a great ban. I think if Awkward wants to get rid of harassers, then Prospector is the next best option. Prospector is a very strong ban here. He's still really good on Church, of course. And if you want to clear out the harassers, I think going for Prospector is very good. Especially since it doesn't seem like SS play a lot of Antiquarian. However, Awkward actually is going to go for Seer and Merc here. Merc is pretty interesting here. Forward's already been permabanned. And with Merc now, SS don't have a lot of rescues left over here. They're going to have to go for First Officer. So if Awkward can maybe go for a hunter that does well against FO, maybe something like an Ann, then that would be pretty strong. Some hunters, like, it's pretty old-fashioned to go for Merc bans off the bat. That was something that we saw a lot, like, years ago. Hunters like Wu Chang do like doing that, though, so we might see a Wu Chang here. Could be something else. Awkward also plays Ripper, it looks like. So, Ripper would be pretty cool. I think Ripper's good on Church, so, a Ripper would actually be pretty exciting. I'd love to see a Ripper here. Now, for the survivors here, they don't have, Prisoner Forward, Seer, and Merc here. So I think they're probably going to go FO right now. They don't want to get stuck without a rescue, so locking FO first, probably good. However, you also don't want FO to be permabanned, so maybe they'll go something like a Gravekeeper, or maybe they'll allow FO to, or maybe they'll just lock FO later. Right here, you're probably gonna want to lock in some harassers or supports. So this would be a good spot to pick like an unusual like harasser slash support, like something like a painter, or something like a batter, or maybe a thief. I think that would be a pretty strong pick here. Um, we are still waiting on those survivor locks. Looks like they're discussing it, yeah. SS do play a lot of support and a lot of harassment. So, like, they were playing the Prospector and the Forward and the Toy Merchant round one. I'm really excited to see what they whip out for round two. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do. Mm, I think a Painter would be pretty cool. I'm not sure how many teams actually play Painter, but Painter can be really fun. Like, you can work on some, like, really specific strategies that revolve around Painter, and it can actually work really well. Painter's harassment can be quite strong. They're gonna go batter and barmaid here. Yeah, there's the batter like we were talking about earlier. There's their like, out of left field pick for round two. And barmaid as well. Barmaid of course is a very strong support character. Ever since Flywheel was introduced, she's always been really strong in the meta. There are a lot of hunters she's very strong against. So, like Wu Cheng. Wu Cheng could struggle against barmaid. Now, Awkward is actually gonna ban Entomologist here. Um, oh, oh, they were supposed to ban a hunter first. I thought they were supposed to ban a hunter before they locked. I don't know. They'll probably ban a Night Watch, I think. Judging from the entomologist, it's gonna be a Ripper, which is gonna be sick. Maybe after seeing the Ento ban, they'll ban Ripper. That would be pretty funny. However, letting Awkward play Night Watch again would be very risky. So I think they're just gonna go for the safe pick and ban Night Watch. I think that would be smart. I mean, even if Awkward intends to play Ripper here, I think it's better to just let him have it than take another Night Watch. We're gonna have to see though. Yeah, Entomologist though, very indicative of a Ripper. Ento is very strong against Ripper because her bees eat Foggy Blades. So, you can't really chase her because you can't Foggy her while she's riding the bees. And then the Hento support as well is very strong against Ripper. So, I think, I mean, Wu Chang also hates Ento. Because Wu Chang, he can get pushed back by the Ento support and stuff. And with such a fragile chase, that can be a really big pain for Wu Chang to deal with. So, it could really be either one or maybe even something else. But I'm hoping to see a Ripper. I really want to see a Ripper. That would be funny. I think Ripper would be pretty entertaining here. SS are actually gonna ban Wu Chang here. They're respecting the A badge, it looks like. That's very interesting. I'm surprised that they're letting Awkward potentially play Night Watch again after he just four-manned them. Night Watch is pretty good on Church, and I mean, he did just win. He could do it again. However, it looks like they are gonna respect the Wu Chang. Um, Now, Awkward actually is going to change his ban. He's not going to ban Ento. He's going to ban FO now. Taking out the rescue here. SS assumably didn't want to ban FO because he'd be permabanned. But unfortunately, now they're kind of stuck without a rescue. They'll have to go like Gravekeeper. Now, Gravekeeper is pretty good against Wuchang. Gravekeeper can be abusable against hunters like Bonbon and Sculptor. But Wu Chang kind of struggles with him because he just has to hit him. Um, yeah, Ripper as well. I mean, I guess Ripper can foggy the shovel and then get a regular hit on him. But if FO plays really close to like pallets and stuff, sometimes the pallet will just eat the foggy. So it can be kind of difficult. Now SS are gonna lock in an entomologist here. It looks like maybe they saw that Awkward wanted to ban her. They're gonna take the opportunity to grab her now. And Ento, yeah, very strong support. Ento's always been pretty strong, so pretty good against basically anyone that Awkward could play, unless he plans on playing Bonbon. But Ento is just a very strong support character. So definitely gonna be interesting to see who Awkward bans next. Right now, their lineup right now is Ento, what is it? It's Ento, Batter, Barmaid. Awkward, maybe you'll just go for a Gravekeeper ban to ensure that they don't go any rescues. Maybe he'll go something like, they still have other options for harassers. They could go Thief, they could go Painter, they could go Antiquarian. Um, Maybe like a support like Psychologist or something. He could go for like one of those bans. There are a lot of options here. I think at this rate, after he's banned Merc and FO, I think it would be, I think it would follow to just ban Gravekeeper and make sure they don't get a rescue here. It looks like Awkward is really thinking this one over, though. Awkward bans Norton. Prospector. He goes for a Prospector ban. Prospector isn't permabanned. So yeah, Prospector's a strong ban here. Prospector, of course, they've already played him. And it looks like SS are gonna go Priestess. Yeah, there's the Priestess. Very interesting here. SS have a really strong comp for support here. Entomologist, Priestess, as well as Batter and Barmaid. They're basically going for supports. And there really aren't any soft targets on this team comp. All four survivors can kite. And additionally, they're gonna have 3 other survivors to help them out. This is gonna be difficult. Maybe Awkward will chase Batter just to get rid of the harassment because Batter is the only harasser. However, Batter can be a very difficult chase, if Batter doesn't miss their balls. And yeah, there's gonna be the Night Watch. Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like SS kind of dared him to play Night Watch again. They said, "We're not scared of your Night Watch. Things aren't gonna be the same as last time." And Awkward is calling their bluff. He's gonna go for it. Night Watch isn't bad against this comp though. Nightwatch's chase is very strong. He can chase like a barmaid, he can chase a priestess, he can chase an entomologist as well. His chase is just so strong. And with his dashes too, he's not terrible against harassers. Like he can chase Batter away and then dash back to the survivor on the ground. So he definitely has options. I think Nightwatch is a pretty decent matchup against this comp. And especially seeing how Awkward performed in the first round, I think Awkward is going to be pretty scary here. We're gonna have to see if SS's decision to let him have Nightwatch ends up backfiring. This could end up being very dangerous. I'm expecting Batter to have Flywheel. Batter should basically always bring Flywheel. We are gonna see. Wow, they might actually have tied on Batter. I guess, yeah, Batter kind of functions as a rescue here. You might want to rather bring Tide on Priestess. Um, yeah, it looks like they are going to be running Tide on Batter then. This does mean that Batter has basically no room for error. Batter is not going to have any chase abilities, so if he messes up his balls, he's going to go down pretty quickly. We are also going to see broken windows on Barmaid and Entomologist. And Priestess, they're running triple broken windows. Flywheel can work against Night Watch, but Broken Windows is also fine. So I think triple Broken Windows is fine. We're gonna have to see here. Given the fact that Batter doesn't have any... Whoa, this is a really interesting spawn. No one is spawning middle. They're just spawning in all 4 corners. And yeah, this is gonna give the Night Watch a chance to just spawn middle. No one can kite middle. And he's gonna be able to chase anyone he wants. Like, literally anyone. This is not a very conventional spawn. You won't see this very often. I'm looking forward to seeing how this works. I'm really looking forward to seeing who Nightwatch decides to chase, actually. He might just go for Batter just to get rid of the harassment. That can definitely be advantageous. Maybe he'll go for Barmaid, though. Barmaid is like the next easiest chase. It looks like he is heading towards the Batter. Yeah, he's gonna go for that Batter. Batter's not in the strongest area. Batter actually has almost nothing to work with. He's got like that window that he just made, and then that's it. Um, Nightwatch is gonna go for a pretty early speed boost here. He's gonna get this. Is Batter gonna hit his ball is the question. He doesn't, and he gets hit immediately. Yeah, unfortunately, that is the problem with Batter, is he can be so inconsistent. It is difficult to hit his balls, especially at that range. And if you don't, you just get hit instantly. We are also seeing a up-down build on Nightwatch. It seems Aklo likes running, really likes running his confined space. Now there is going to be some good priestess support here. However, Awkward just doesn't interact with the portal. He just goes back on the window. And right now, Batter doesn't have a window to deal with. It just came off cooldown. However, that ball didn't go anywhere. And this is going to be a really fast down. The ciphers are all around 60. Except for Priestess's cipher, she hasn't started decoding at all because she was working on her support. Unfortunately, yeah, the Batter wasn't able to kite very long here. This is going to be a really fast down for Nightwatch. And now Nightwatch definitely has a strong position here. Almost certainly a draw. Where we are going to see a really aggressive camp here. He's actually going to go right for the portal here. And he just immediately hits Priestess with the wall too, giving no recovery now. He can just blink Priestess and down her instantly here. And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. And he can actually go back for Batter. They didn't come into rescue. Suddenly this is looking like a 4-man. This is a huge advantage for Nightwatch. Yeah, that no recovery hit using the wall, that was so huge. It didn't even look intentional. Priestess came back through the long portal at the wrong time. Good pallet stun by Barmaid. She didn't get hit there. And right now Nightwatch doesn't have any blink. However, it's going to be difficult for Batter to rebound. He only has one ball. Batter's going to have to hit this ball, and he does. However, it's going to be a dash right here. And Barmaid hasn't actually used her drink yet. She's just going to go down here. And so many injuries right now. Priestess is getting healed, but their Cypher Rush is slow. Barmaid is going to have to get healed as well. Batter is rebounding, though. So this does give SS an opportunity here. If Batter can continue rebounding. However, he doesn't have any balls. He's just going to go down here. And since he is tied, he has absolutely no chase abilities, or no kiting abilities. Barmaid is going to use a drink to heal herself. So now they are healed to full, which is good. But the problem here is that their decoding is slow, and Nightwatch is immediately going to be able to chase Entomologist. If Nightwatch can down this Entomologist quickly, the match ends almost instantly. He's going to use a speed boost here. However, really nice use of the bees. The question is she going to be able to make this? She does. Really nice. And Awkward is going to have to break that pallet. Right now, oh no, she misplays the pallet. Very well played there by Nightwatch. Great mind game. And that was going to be a pretty quick hit now. Unfortunately, she runs into the open right in front of him. And she just gets hit. This is very bad news for SS. Their ciphers, right now, Barmaid and Priestess are both decoding, but their ciphers are under 40%. And Ento immediately gets shared. Now one of them is going to have to rescue. Maybe if Priestess and Barmaid sell, they can push for a 1-man, but this is looking like a loss for sure. Unfortunately, not banning Nightwatch, not really playing out. And this is looking very dangerous now for SS. Awkward having a huge advantage in this situation. It does look like Priestess is going to come in for the rescue. However, she kind of runs directly into the Nightwatch. She's going to take a speed boost, but Nightwatch has a dash. However, he doesn't actually use it. He's going to go for that, and oh no, unfortunate portal. And Priestess might get hit here. She does. She gets terror shocked. Very nice blink. And she's not going to be able to make that rescue. Yeah, Barmaid has to come in. Right now, their decoding is at a standstill. Awkward is going to be able to... He tries to farm. Can't get it, unfortunately. However, Entomologist just going to get sucked in. And she goes down instantly. And it was after half. Awkward is actually going to chair Priestess first. This is Not a great decision. He should just slug her. There's absolutely no rush for him. Unless he wants to slug Priestess, but... I'm not sure. Barmaid doesn't have any items, to be fair, but this is pretty... This is very risky, actually. Ento has self-heal. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's doing this, but it probably works anyway. This is probably going to be a 4-man, although it's going to be slower. Unfortunately, doesn't make that hit through the pallet. However, he's going to get the hit right here. Entomologist is actually going to be able to self-heal and rescue Priestess. Awkward is going to head over to the chair. No, he's not. He's going to continue chasing Barmaid. Now, what Awkward... Okay, he is going to. He changed his mind. Now he's going to be able to find them. And he's going to find Priestess as well, who might be lagging. I'm not really sure what happened there. Unfortunately, she didn't use her portals, and she's going to go down here. And Priestess has her self-heal here, so... now would be a good time to chair Priestess, because she's done on chair. But it doesn't look like Awkward wants to do that. He's going to continue chasing Entomologist now. This does give Barmaid the opportunity to heal Priestess and potentially heal her to full, excuse me. However, Entomologist does go down and she does not have self-heal. It looks like Priestess actually burned her self-heal, I think. Well, now that they have so few self-heals, there's very little they can do now. Awkward right now, if Awkward, I mean, maybe if Barmaid, like, kites him over in Graveyard and they heal to full, they can do something, but unfortunately, Awkward is going to find them healing. Entomologist did get picked up. We'll have to see if she can get the pallet stun. No shot. And she goes down. Now it's Priestess's turn to kite. Priestess does have a portal, and she's got a second one coming up soon. However, Awkward has 2 dashes. She's probably going to get caught up to. She is going to go for that portal, and Awkward actually breaks it. He's going to have to blink here. But he gets the down, and right now, neither Ento nor Priestess have self-heal. Ento is going to get picked up, but Awkward is going to be able to rush over. And now he decides to chair Priestess. Finally, yeah, he probably should have done that sooner. But Priestess is going to go down here. Entomologist has no self-heal, so now all Awkward has to do is down Ento and then chase Barmaid, and it will be a 4-man escape. They were actually able to get down to 1 Cypher, which is pretty impressive. And, wow, right now Awkward actually can't find them. He looks kind of lost. He's probably going to find them here. However, Barmaid was able to get healed to full. They probably should have healed Ento first, because she's the one without self-heal. But they do get the heal off. Yeah, and right now it looks like SS have gained some momentum back. However, it doesn't really seem like it's enough, depending on what the 5th Cypher is at. Ento has to kite, but unfortunately, just not able to kite very long. She goes down very quickly. And now it is going to be Barmaid's turn to kite. Maybe at this point she tries hiding and waiting for Ento to bleed out. That is their only option for a 1 escape, but it doesn't seem too likely here. Awkward is going to take his time at this point. Just going to look around, make sure that Barmaid didn't loop around to heal an Entomologist. And he is going to look around for Barmaid. Right now she is opening a chest. Just about all she can do, and he's actually chairing her. Does he really intend to chair her? Wow. Yeah, this isn't... Oh, and she's dead on chair. She was dead on chair. Barmaid has a perfume. It's suddenly possible for Barmaid to actually get dungeon here. However, she's gonna run directly into Night Watch. Not a great route, but he didn't see her. He is gonna see her blood trails now, but with the perfume. Additionally, Barmaid has she does have broken windows. She's gonna take a speed boost here. Yeah, if she uses her perfume, this might end up actually being a dungeon escape. There's the first perfume. This is gonna be really close. He's gonna hit her here. Is she gonna make it? It looks like she will. And Barmaid makes dungeon. Wow, such an unfortunate misstep from Aklo, not getting a 4-man. A 3-man is still good, of course, but you really have to get a 4-man. Like, as we saw in the first round, you know, these hunters are so strong. If UGS's survivors get 4 killed now, they actually lose this round. And unfortunately, that was actually a free 4-man. All he had to do was not chair Entomologist. There was almost no reason to chair her there, and chairing her directly led to Barmaid getting out. So, well, this night might not pay off for SS. Their hunter does still have to get a 4-man. However, they did last time. Their Naiad looked really strong. Um, SS's hunter is very skilled, so there's a lot of pressure on UGS now. If they get 4 killed, then they are gonna lose round 2, which would be very unfortunate. Yeah, that was such an intense endgame. I didn't expect Barmaid to get out at all, but that perfume really let her get to the dungeon there. Well played by Barmaid. Very nice dungeon kite. And now it is going to be SS hunting now. Diego, yeah, Diego is hunting for SS. Now Postman and Prospector are banned globally, so they cannot be locked. Last time UGS did play Double Decoder. That's still an option for them. They can go like Prospector and Mechanic, or they can go Prisoner and Mechanic, or they can go Prisoner and Explorer, or maybe Explorer and Mechanic. If they want to go Double Decoder, that is still an option. And I don't think it's a particularly bad option either, especially if they use an Explorer. Because right now they only need to draw. If UGS can play for a draw, they will win this round. So going for a bunch of decoders can work. However, it is risky because if one of the decoders goes down quickly, you're going to be in a pretty rough situation, as we saw in the first round. Now, SS's Hunter is going to ban Seer and Priestess. Same ban as last time. Priestess is still strong on Church. Even if she's not as good as she is on Eversleeping, she's still very strong. So I think that's a fine ban. And of course, Seer, who's been banned literally every match, as always, Seer is locked behind bars. I don't think we're ever going to see Seer get played. Oh well. Hope you guys didn't want to see Seer. It is going to be UGS's pick now. I'm expecting them to pick some decoders here. It does seem like that's their strategy. However, they go Batter and Enchantress here. Now we are going to see a Batter. Again, Batter is a good pick here because he's like that surprise pick that you might not want to go around 3. So it's okay if he gets permabanned, and if he works out well, you can push for a draw or even a win. And then Enchantress as well. Enchantress is a harasser technically, however, recently, or not so recently, I guess, but around last Koa, she got nerfed so that she gets her stacks very slowly if she's near other characters, which means she's fine for kiting by herself, but as a harasser, she's not as effective. However, she is still very strong against chip hunters, so if UGS are expecting a chip hunter, then that's very strong. Now, they are going to ban Naiad as well, which is a great pick, of course. Diego went Naiad last time and 4-manned, so I think banning Naiad is definitely good. Now we are going to see another ban here. I'm not really sure what Diego has in the toolbox after Naiad. If he does have a chip hunter, maybe he does play a chip hunter. If it is going to be a chip hunter, then maybe banning something like Merc or FL could be good. Chip hunters don't like Merc. Maybe getting some more harassers out of the way would be strong as well. I mean, you have Prospector. You don't want to deal with 2 harassers. That's going to be a nightmare. You can get rid of Prospector. You can get rid of Antiquarian. You can get rid of Forward. You can also get rid of other supports as well, like Entomologist, as we saw last round, and Barmaid. Definitely a wealth of options here. And only one ban. We'll have to see what he picks. Mm, yeah, looking at these profiles. Of course, yeah, I forgot. UGS really like playing Embalmer as well. So you might want to go for an Embalmer ban here. Embalmer is very strong for getting draws. And UGS's Hunter, or rather SS's Hunter, needs to 4-man. So I think Embalmer here would actually be a very strong ban. I would like to see an Embalmer ban here. Mm, yeah, I think Embalmer would be good here. Or just like Prospector or something. Although I don't think they played Prospector in round 1. It is gonna be an Acrobat ban. I think they banned Acrobat last round as well, so maybe this hunter just really hates Acrobat. I can't blame him. Acrobat's a pain. Acrobat's a total pain. Especially on Church, he can be very difficult to chase. Church is like full of windows and pallets and stuff. Very easy for Acro to force a hunter to go through like a white bomb or a brown bomb. We are gonna see UGS lock in a prisoner. Um, as you know, we were kind of saying before, UGS do seem to like their prisoners and their decoders. Additionally, prisoner is going to help their cipher rush out, so that does increase their chances of getting a draw if prisoner can kite, or if prisoner doesn't get chased, which would be really convenient. Right now, their comp is prisoners, prisoner, batter, enchantress. They might want to go for a rescue here. I think a rescue would be advisable just to make their comp more consistent. I think going for a support here might potentially be risking some overextension. You really just want to lock in a consistent support here just to make your comp more consistent. If maybe SS bans Merc, you can go FO. If they don't ban Merc, you can just lock Merc. They might also just go on Bomber, which would be pretty interesting. Again, that would be a very like high risk, high reward kind of comp, which didn't work out last time, but who knows, it might work out this time. So, and it also, of course, depends on what Diego plays. Not quite sure what exactly he has left after Naiad, but we'll have to see. Oh, it's gonna be a female dancer ban. Yeah, female dancer. Bomber. I'd be kind of surprised if it was something else. I think either one of them would be a fine lock at this point. Maybe they'll go something super wacky like a thief or a painter, which would be pretty cool, but like, sometimes you just want to go for the consistent lock, push for a draw. Whoa. I think they just locked in Gardener? Or oh wait, no, that one's Doctor. That's so weird. Like their names are Emma and Emily. It's crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be a doctor. So they actually did go the crazy route. They went for something totally wacky. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Doctor lock in here. Yeah, Doctor is not technically a good lock-in by any stretch, but she is really, really funny. So I'm definitely rooting for UGS here. Technically, if SS's Hunter goes like Dream Witch or Mad Eyes, it is a genius play, but that's not gonna happen. It looks like Diego is gonna go Night Watch, who mops the floor with Doctor. But who knows? Maybe this Doctor is like insanely cracked, and she will kite 5 ciphers. That would be really, really funny. I am hoping that happens. We are gonna see another Night Watch. We've been seeing tons of Night Watch this tournament. Night Watch, of course, is like the best hunter in the game right now, so it's not too surprising. Night Watch is very strong at the moment. Night Watch is kind of like a guaranteed draw and also potentially a 4-man if the survivors mess up, which we've been seeing a lot of. So, Night Watch seems like kind of a easy 4-man at this rate. We'll have to see if Diego's 4-man or if Diego's Night Watch is capable of doing that. We are gonna jump into the lobby here. Looking at these builds here, um, it looks like we're gonna see another tied batter. These batters just are unafraid. Doctor is gonna be going broken windows, which is fine. Doctor can pick up a crazy speed boost if she like jumps a window after getting hit. She just disappears. Prisoner's also gonna be on broken windows, and Enchantress is gonna be on flywheel. It looks like Enchantress is potentially gonna be going for the harassment. Potentially, so flywheel helps with that. In case, she messes up, she always has flywheel to bail herself out. Yeah, pretty interesting comp here. Definitely the high risk, high reward type comp. We'll have to see how it works out. You are gonna see Enchantress in middle. Oh, Enchantress changing her mind? No, it looks like she's gonna go middle. And depending on where Nightwatch spawns, he's gonna be able to have easy access to Prisoner. It does look like he spawns between Doctor and Batter. It might have been better if he spawned at Shack, but this is still fine since he can chase Doctor. And if he can down Doctor really fast, then that's just going to be a huge advantage anyway. So it doesn't really matter. It would be better if he could down Prisoner, because, then they don't have Cypher Rush, but unfortunately he didn't know where Prisoner was. And yeah, I think it's likely Nightwatch just chases Doctor because she's a free chase. It definitely is an option to go for Batter, but that's kind of risky here. His batter can just like potentially kite you really long. However, it looks like Diego might actually be thinking of hunting down Prisoner. Oh, he's actually gonna... No, he's gonna look at Enchantress like threateningly for a little bit and then leave. And he is gonna find Prisoner, and unfortunately Prisoner wasn't able to rotate away here. He has his blood trails are gonna get found, and he's trying to hide here. However, it's not gonna work out very well. Potentially gets hit through this pallet here. He does make it, but Nightwatch is immediately going to jump, and this is going to be a hit right through that pallet too. Well played by Diego walking through that pallet. Really nice mind game. And yeah, all of a sudden now, this is looking pretty rough for UGS. I mean, Prisoner doesn't have anything to kite with now, and he's in a dead area. This area has absolutely nothing to work with. Diego going for a pretty ambitious swing through the wall there. But yeah, this is going to be a hit now. And Enchantress is here as well, so they're not decoding at all. Enchantress potentially giving up a free hit as well. There is going to be a flywheel and a stun, but now she has nothing to harass with, and Prisoner will be getting chaired. Very, very fast down for Nightwatch. And I mean, their Cypher Rush, Batter's Cypher is almost finished. They have 2 ciphers at 80, but their 5th cipher is nowhere, and it looks like Enchantress might be going for a rescue early. Diego does hit the chair, which isn't great, but that was also a rescue without any tide. And Diego is going to be able to get a free hit on Enchantress as well. Also, Diego's running Excitement, which is interesting. I think Excitement is a good pick here. You've got, like Enchantress and Batter, you've got a lot of harassment. So, I mean, while Blink would help, you could have blinked right there. It's still gonna help out when, once you catch up to Batter, or once you catch up to Prisoner, you're gonna have to chair him. Now, he is actually gonna Excitement here. Excitementing there is nice because you down Prisoner, but the problem now is that you don't have Excitement to actually chair. It might have been smarter to save Excitement. He is gonna potentially go for this chair here. However, this is very risky. Yeah, he is going to dash towards Batter. Batter is going to stun him. And this might allow Diego to get the chair off now. Batter's ball is on cooldown, it looks like. And yeah, Batter's not able to get the chair off. And yeah, it ended up working out for Diego really well. He's going to get this chair in basement as well. And now it's going to be pretty difficult for them to rescue. It looks like Batter's actually rescuing pretty quickly. Batter might go for this. Yeah, he's going to go for it immediately. Diego probably just going to swing. Yeah, and now Batter does have Tide, so this is going to buy some time. However, this is going to be a double down, and this is quite risky now. Giving up a double down here is going to slow down their Cypher Rush, which isn't very good. This potentially allows Diego to push for a win now. Very nice harassment from Batter, but... And Enchantress as well, but now they have no one decoding but Doctor. And it looks like, yeah, Prisoner's just going to go down here. Enchantress has no stacks either, so Diego can immediately chair and then just chase either Batter or Enchantress. Yeah, Enchantress went for a flywheel there, hoping maybe Nightwatch would walk through the Cypher, but that did not happen. And he's also got Excitement off cooldown as well, so he can down either of these guys instantly. And they're down to their last Cypher. I'm not sure what their 5th Cypher is at. This is probably just going to be an Excitement. He didn't actually Excitement there. That was probably should have been an Excitement, but she's going to go down here anyway. And it looks like, yeah, their 5th Cypher is totally fresh. Enchantress does kind of mistime the pallet throw. And now, I mean, Diego doesn't even have to chair this. He can just, well, he can, and use Excitement. And he's going to chair close to the Cypher. I think I would have rather had him slug and then go for Batter, because the Cypher isn't very far. And in that case, you have 2 survivors down instead of 1. Doctor might be able to sneak this rescue. Diego has to commit here, though. If he's going to give up a rescue. Also, Doctor had Tide. I did not realize that. If he's going to commit to this, he has to down Batter here. And Batter, yeah, unfortunately, his ball just didn't go anywhere. Now, Diego might want to consider slugging here. It looks like he's going to chair, but the problem is this allows Doctor to continue rushing down that Cypher. And Enchantress might be able to get the Cypher rescue off in time. The problem is, the Cypher is only like 70. So if Diego can cut off Enchantress before it's primed, he wins. Also, if he can just go to the Cypher in time, he wins. Potentially. Gets a free hit on her, though. If he can down Doctor here, he suddenly has a lot of momentum. This would have been slightly better if he was able to, if he slugged Batter. This would have been a little nicer. But this still is a very good position for him. It looks like Doctor is going to go down. They're trying to heal. You can just chair her, yeah. They're stuck healing, so if you chair her, that's fine. He's going to push basement, actually, which is very nice because it's right on the Cypher as well. They're going to heal to full is the only problem. That ended up taking a lot of time to chair, and now they're both at full health. So that potentially could be an issue, but I mean, he has Excitement as well, so he doesn't have to worry about any 3 stacks. He also waited a really long time to get those stacks. But yeah, this potentially is going to be a free hit right here. He sees both of them, I think. Maybe he didn't see Batter here. He should be focusing on Batter right now. Yeah, he actually is going to pop Excitement there. I don't think he should have committed at all to that Enchantress. He probably should have went immediately for Batter. However, yeah, Doctor's after half now. The question is he going to be able to 4-man? With Doctor after half, he's probably going to be able to down her time. Although, yeah, now he's letting Batter decode for free. Oh, Enchantress cancels recovery, though. And Doctor is going to go down. However, the Cypher is almost finished, and Batter has a stack. Enchantress has a 3-stack. She's going to be able to stun. Unfortunately, the Cypher is finished now. He's going to be able to push Enchantress down. Oh, the pop is slow. They didn't actually pop. They popped after she got chaired, and now he's a basement chair. Big misplay, unfortunately, from UGS. They mistimed the pop. And Enchantress is after half as well. She's on her 2nd chair. So, however, this is still looking like a 3 escape now. Enchantress won't be able to get rescued, most likely. However, Doctor is going to be chased here, so it looks like this is going to be a 3 escape. However, Diego kind of... No, he's going to continue chasing Doctor. Dungeon is close by, but Diego has 2 stacks, and it's a Doctor, so she's probably not going to be able to get Dungeon. Yeah, she goes down. Really great job from both sides there. Diego was able to get a 3 escape drawing the round. However, UGS were able to get one out. And getting one out is huge there. So that the rounds stay completely tied there. Really well played from both sides there. And now things continue into the third round dead even. Yeah, things are really even right here. If things continue like that, we'll get to see a fourth round. You're really well played by both sides. It seems it is still being decided which side will hunt first. Yeah, it looks like it is tied 9-9 exactly. Oh, shouldn't it be? Yeah, 9-9. Yeah, 9-9. Dead even going into the third round. It looks like UGS will hunt first. Yeah, it looks like it. So we are going to get to see Awkward Hunt. Now the map is Chinatown, I think. I bet. Yeah, we're going to Chinatown round 3. Chinatown is a great map. Chinatown, again, another map that's pretty even. It's not that survivor-sided. Hunters can definitely succeed on Chinatown. This is the other map that Priestess is like gross on, so we're probably gonna get to see Priestess get locked away. Seer probably also going to be banned again. Now, since UGS is hunting first, I have to check what the global bans are. Um, okay, I think it's Batter and Barmaid, and then Prisoner and Forward? No, that's for the other side. Oh, I cannot tell. Okay, Banner. Oh, it is Prisoner and Forward. Okay, Batter, Barmaid, Prison Forward are banned. That is like 2 harassers out of the way. So if Awkward wants to like get rid of all the harassers, it's gonna be possible. Although actually Awkward's probably just gonna ban Seer Priestess at the start. So that is gonna give SS the opportunity to lock in like if they want a prospector, if they want potentially like maybe a thief, maybe a painter. They're gonna have the opportunity to get those in. I am expecting to see Seer and Priestess get banned though. Awkward has already shown that he hates those two survivors, and if you ban them on Ever Sleeping, he will probably he'll probably do the same on Chinatown. Mm. Yeah, after that, I'm assuming it's gonna be Seer Priestess. After that, I think at this point, you don't really have to worry about the global bans. So I think SS are just gonna grab like a Merc or something. Merc is a very safe lock, and then probably a strong support like a Toy Merchant. Toy Merchant is very good on Chinatown. If not Toy Merchant, then they still have Entomologist potentially. They can grab a Barmaid. They can grab really they have all sorts of options. I think Toy Merchant would be the best one though, personally. Or Dancer. Dancer hasn't been played a lot, but Dancer's extremely strong. I'm not sure if either of these teams have any experience playing Dancer, but if they can, I think Dancer would be a great lock. Now, as expected, Awkward is going to ban Seer and Priestess. So those two are going to be locked away for good, as they should be. And we are going to be seeing SS's locks. I think something like Merc and Toy Merchant would be really nice. Maybe if they don't want to go for a rescue off the bat, they can go for two supports. That would be pretty aggressive, but not a bad play at all. They also have harassers like Prospector available as well. Additionally, maybe if they want to suddenly reveal their Antiquarian in round 3, that would be an option. However, it looks like they're going to go Toy Merchant and Mechanic. Yeah, Mechanic is a very strong character. It looks like SS are going to be trying to play for a draw here, and Mechanic is a great option for that. Mechanic is one of the best decoders in the game. Even if she goes down quickly with the bot decoding, you still get a ton of Cypher Rush. And of course, Toy Merchant is busted on this map. As for their Hunter bans, they are going to ban Wu Chang and Night Watch. They continue to respect Awkward's Wu Chang, as well as finally getting rid of the Night Watch. After Aquo won twice with it. Definitely, I think the correct bans. You have to ban Night Watch here. You just can't let Night Watch through. And if you're really respecting the Wu Chang main, banning Wu Chang, of course, is a good option. This does potentially give Awkward Ripper, which would be great. Please play Ripper. But maybe something more meta, like a Wax Artist or maybe an Anne. Maybe a Bonbon, maybe a Clerk, who knows. I think Ripper would be really cool though. Now, Awkward is going to ban Prospector. Prospector is a great ban here. Everyone hates Prospector, so getting rid of Harasser is very strong there. Now SS have to pick. I think this would be a good chance to grab Merc. At this point, you really want to rescue, and Merc is the best one. I think if you're pushing for a draw, you want that consistent rescue. So it would be pretty smart to grab a Merc here. I think that would be a very nice lock. I guess they could keep going for supports. Like maybe they could grab a. I'm not sure. Like a dancer here. If they play dancer, if they play antiquarian, maybe that. No, I just think it would be best to grab a rescue at this point. Like you don't have to go super aggressive with the supports. Having a strong rescue really goes a long way, I think. Yeah, there's the Merc pick. SS are gonna lock in Merc. Great option. Right now, their comp is looking super solid. They've got Merc, they've got Toy Merchant, they've got Mechanic. Really safe, really consistent. This is like a hyper consistent draw comp, it looks like. Now, UGS does have one more ban here. Probably just want to get rid of like the other annoying supports. Judging off of what they've played so far, I believe it was SS who played Barmaid. So if you want to ban Barmaid here, that's a fantastic option. If you want to get rid of another decoder, you can as well. You might be worried about double decoder here, potentially making it difficult to win. So I think maybe banning a prisoner, or wait, is prisoner perm banned? He might be actually. Yeah, yeah, prisoner's dead. So maybe a explorer ban, or a postman ban could also work. I think barmaid would be a really great pick actually. That's what they've been playing. Or entomologist, right? If Awkward wants to play Ripper, Ento is a great fan. Please play Ripper. Oh, we want to see the Ripper gameplay. Now SS have a pick here. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get that entomologist. There still is a lot of support that's strong against Ripper. Like Dancer's great against Ripper. Dancer's great against anyone, but like Ripper too. They could go something like consistent, like maybe a psychologist. Psychologist would be pretty cool. Or another decoder would be fine. Although that is running a little risky, but still a fine pick. I mean, even if your decoder gets down really quickly, like it's either mechanic who died quickly, in which case she has a bot, or it's the other one who died quickly, in which case you have a bot and a mechanic decoding. So it's like either way, you're gonna have so much Cypher Rush. It's not actually that risky. The only problem is if like mechanic's bot gets found or if someone gets stuffed, in which case you're looking at some trouble. It does look like they're deliberating pretty hard on this pick here. Yeah, I mean if SS are able to get a draw here, that would be strong. And we are gonna see a perfumer lock here. Perfumer is interesting. We actually did see awkward ban perfumer last round, I think. Um, and as it turns out, SS do have a perfumer main. Perfumer is really interesting here. She is a strong kiter, especially in hotel. She can use her perfumes when she drops down, and that stalls a lot of time. Perfumer in any two-story area is very strong, and she can also rescue as well. So, perfumer can function as a secondary rescuer. And there is the Ripper. Awkward going to go Ripper. We got our Ripper gameplay, guys. Get excited. Let's see some hype in chat. We get some Ripper gameplay. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, I don't think Ripper's terrible against this comp. Ripper is very off meta, but if you're accurate with your Foggy Blades, you can snowball pretty hard. Ripper can chase Perfumer. He can just Foggy for the perfume and then hit for the second hit. He can get 2 hits in a row like that. Although that does take accuracy. He can also just chase Mechanic. Toy Merchant is annoying but chaseable. And without any harassment too, that's pretty good. You don't have to worry about harassment. Really convenient. It's gonna be very nice. Yeah, of course, the outcome of the match is gonna be very heavily relied on it's gonna be really contingent on whether or not Ripper can hit his foggies. Ripper does have to hit his foggies. It's on like a 15-second cooldown or something ridiculous like that. So if you miss a foggy, you get set back a lot, but if you hit a foggy, that's a free hit. And you get a ton of momentum if you get a fast down, especially since Ripper can push for like double hits and stuffs with his foggy as well. So I'm really looking forward to this. Ripper's not too bad on Chinatown either, so this is exciting. First half of round 3, let's see the builds here. Merc is of course gonna have Tide. I think they're gonna go for single Tide, so Perfumer can just bring like Flywheel or Broken Windows. Toy Merchant's gonna be on Flywheel. Mechanic has Tide. And then Perfumer is gonna be on Flywheel. If they're running a second Tide, I would have expected it to be on Perfumer. This is kind of risky. But of course, if Mechanic goes down, as long as she keeps her bot alive, it doesn't matter. So even if Mechanic dies in 10 seconds, it's not actually like an instant loss because of Mechanic. The only problem, of course, is if Mechanic dies and her bot dies too, or if she dies without getting her bot out. That's going to be a really big issue for their Cypher Rush. So as long as Mechanic can protect her bot, things will be okay. Now Mechanic is going to spawn in the top left, and Toy Merchant is going to be at Hotel. We'll see where Ripper spawns. If Ripper spawns above Merc, which he will, it looks like he's going to be able to chase Mechanic instantly. And yeah, it's going to be really important to see whether or not Mechanic can hide her bot. If Ripper finds her bot quickly, that's going to be a problem. Their Cypher Rush is going to be pretty slow. Additionally, because Mechanic has Tide, she's not going to kite very long. I mean, having no Tide on top of being a Mechanic means you're playing against a stacked deck. Oh, there, it's going to be very difficult to kite, even against a Ripper. We are going to be jumping into this match here. First half of round 3. Now, Ripper is heading straight over to Mechanic. Oh, it looks like he's actually heading towards Perfumer. This is not a bad decision at all. Chasing Mechanic can be it can be annoying because Mechanic actually decodes slowly. So you kind of want Mechanic to be decoding because she decodes very slow. However, Perfumer can be a tough chase, especially if you can't hit your Foggies. There we see the Foggy was going to be a miss. However, Perfumer actually used her Perfume and she doesn't have one now. So this is just going to be a free hit. Yeah, and Ripper, Awkward is going to get a very quick hit now, and Perfumer, now injured, her perfumes are going to be much less effective, especially since she's kind of in the middle of nowhere here. She is going to perfume here, however, this should be a pretty easy Foggy Blade. Unfortunately, not going to hit it, however, she does Flywheel. She burns her Flywheel and gets Terror Shocked. Very fast down here. And yeah, this is definitely a really strong spot for Awkward. He's also going to be able to chair on top of Merc's Cypher. You're going to get a free elbow pad as well, so you get an elbow pad and you stop Merc from decoding here. This is a really good advantage for Awkward. Yeah, it's kind of uncertain whether or not the bot is going to be enough. The bot might not be enough to secure a tie at this rate. I mean, Ripper can even use the peepers to harass the decoding, and yeah, Merc just has to leave. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this. This might be worth just selling. Like, Perfumer probably can't rebound. Maybe if she gets to Hotel, her perfume is going to be helpful. But the risk here, unfortunately, he missed a Foggy there. Yeah, I mean, if Perfumer gets farmed off chair, if she doesn't rebound very long, things will be kind of rough. However, Merc did get a very good body block, so Perfumer is going to get to Hotel here. And now at Hotel, that perfume is going to be a really strong item here. She's going to be able to use it when she drops down. And with the Toy Merchant support as well, really nice catapult there. Yeah, Toy Merchant set up her catapult perfectly, and that's going to gain Perfumer a lot of distance. Awkward might actually switch targets here. He's shown very consistently that he loves switching targets. However, it could be risky here. I mean, luckily he has a ton of injuries here. Yeah, it looks like he is going to switch targets. Now, for this to work, he has to down Toy Merchant pretty quickly, like before Perfumer gets sealed. Perfumer and Merc are going to be meeting up here, it seems, so he has to down Toy Merchant pretty quickly. If he can hit a Foggy here, he does! And that was a fast enough down right now. It looks like he might still have enough momentum to get a 4-man. Yeah, they're gonna have to heal. If they heal to full, that's gonna set their decoding back a lot. Even though SS have a mechanic decoding, it still might not be enough. It looks like their 4th Cypher is around 20. Mechanic just put her bot on it, and now Mechanic does have to go for the rescue. It might be before half. However, yeah, Ripper's just been, he switched targets to Perfumer. The Perfumer goes down. Toy Merchant might even be rescued after half here. This is a ton of momentum for Ripper here. Fortunately, yeah, Perfumer got found in middle, and now they wasted their tide as well. Ripper gets to continue chasing Perfumer, who's now half on chair. And so many injuries here. Almost everyone is injured. If Mechanic goes for this rescue, everyone is going to be injured, which is very dangerous. And yeah, I mean, their 5th Cypher is only like 20. If Mechanic gets stuffed as well, this is going to be extremely dangerous. Awkward really wants to hit this Foggy, and he does. Can he get this stuff is the question. He does. He gets the Terror Shock, and Mechanic goes down. And now Mechanic is on the ground, and both of them are injured. Both Merc and Toy Merchant are injured. This looks really dangerous for SS. This might just end up being a 4-man. Mechanic is going to use her bot to heal Toy Merchant. However, it looks like Awkward is just going to head straight over. And Merc is all the way on the other side of the map. He's trying to get over. He might use an elbow pad here to make it. but Awkward has so much time, and Toy Merchant goes down instantly, and she's also half on share. Unfortunately, yeah, the bot goes down as well. Merc is barely able to make this rescue before half, it looks like. But Toy Merchant gets chaired immediately and on one of their last ciphers. And now this looks almost unsalvageable. She was dead on share. Oh no. I did not realize she was dead on share. And yeah, this is completely unsalvageable for SS. It looks like this will end up being a loss. The question is if they can get one out. Whoa, ambitious Foggy Blade there. It looked like Merc actually dodged it with with an elbow pad. Really well played by Merc. However, he does get mind gamed around that pallet. Now the question is Awkward gonna push for a 4-man? Last time he did not. It would be a good idea to push for a 4-man, because if you 3-man and the other hunter 4-mans, you lose, and you don't want that. However, once again, Awkward is going to be chairing Merc. Yeah, Awkward does this a lot, and this might end up backfiring for him. We'll have to see. He does chair on top of the dungeon, and it is also a mechanic who has Tide, so it's not like mechanic has a ton of potential to kite to dungeon. She is going to be getting a chest, though. If she can get a strong item for the chest, it might be possible. She's going to get a perfume, which is useless, unfortunately. Awkward is also heavily proxy camping right now. Um, Mechanic does have a lot of distance, though. She actually might be able to make it to this chair if she wants to rescue. Yeah, Awkward is checking out the corner of the map. And Mechanic is going to be able to rescue if she wants. She's going to... Oh no, it looks like she's going to stick around in Hotel. Which is also smart. She doesn't have to go for this rescue. She can just play it safe and try to get a dungeon escape. However, with a perfumer, it's gonna be very difficult. Did she get a oh she got a wand. A wand is much better. Now the question is a wand going to be enough? It might not be. Mechanic might want to maybe continue searching for chests, see if she can find a syringe. However, wow, wait, Ripper is actually overextending here. Now Mechanic can just make a break for the dungeon, but she's running backwards. No, she has to run directly to the dungeon. If she does, she might make it, but she decides to hide. However, Awkward is going to teleport away. He's going to teleport away, and yeah, Mechanic is going to continue to be unfound. Awkward still doesn't know where she is. Yeah, it looked like it might have been difficult to make it from there. However, yeah, he had tinnitus there, and Mechanic is going to run into him. Um, she used the yeah, she used the wand, but it wasn't enough, and it is gonna be a 4-man. Yeah, well played from Awkward there. Very well played from Awkward. Unfortunately, the injured mechanic with Tide was not able to kite to dungeon, surprise, surprise, even with a wand. Well played from Awkward, getting the 4-man with Ripper. And yeah, if now we might end up seeing a round 4 if SS is Hunter, if Diego is able to get a 4-man. However, if Diego does not 4-man, then UMG will end up winning. Or UGS, sorry. Very well played from the Ripper. No, yeah, a lot of pressure on Diego. Diego has to 4-man now. Gonna be really interesting to see how this last match comes out. Yeah, Diego, he's already played Night Watch and Naiad. However, those are both probably gonna be banned. So I wonder what else he actually has. I wonder what other hunter he could go. He has to play something with some 4-man potential. Oh, wait, what? Oh, new hunter. Gotcha, gotcha. It's a new hunter. Okay, this new hunter is Hot Pants. Is that a JoJo reference? I think that is. What does Hot Pants play? Doesn't have anything showing. Alright, it is a mystery. Can't wait to find out. They do have Ryuk and Pawnbroker. So maybe they play Evil Reptilian? Maybe they play Axeboy? That would be pretty exciting. Either of those could work, honestly. If you're accurate with your skills, then either of those can get a 4-man. Or maybe it'll be something totally different. Maybe it'll be a Hellember. Maybe it'll be a Clown. Clown is actually meta lately, so Clown would be pretty cool. He also is very good on Chinatown. Chinatown is his best map. Now, the global bans are going to be Batter, Enchantress, Prospector, and Postman. So a bunch of harassers are gone right now. UGS don't have a lot of harassers left over. Maybe only forward if they play him, and an antiquarian if they play her. However, they haven't played either of those yet. So they might just have zero harassers left to work with. Now, the hunter is going to start by banning Priestess and Seer, as expected. Get them out of here. Yeah, basically the best ban, as we can see. They've been banned every time. Um, yeah, and the locks are gonna be interesting here. I'm not sure if UGS actually play Toy Merchant. The Toy Merchant did work out last time. We saw that catapult. It's a very strong catapult, so the catapult to get onto that staircase and hotel is very scary. So they could go for a Toy Merchant. They might also just go for like, oh, what other stuff have they played? Forgetting. Um, they didn't play oh, they played Entomologist. Or no, they didn't. That was the ban. I am not sure. We're gonna see what they ban though. Okay, they locked Toy Merchant and Painter. Yeah, Toy Merchant is very strong on this map, and then Painter is pretty interesting. We haven't seen Painter yet at all, but Painter can be a very strong harasser. It looks like UGS really love their harassment, so I think Painter is a good pick here. If Painter doesn't get chased, he can come in and get the hunter's face, and then like get those paintings down, which are really annoying. If he does get chased, Painter has that like really interesting chair thing where you can rescue him like after half, and he'll like stay alive. Or if you rescue him really early, then he'll like take forever to die. Now, UGS are gonna ban BQ and Sculptor here, so it looks like this hunter is known for his BQ and his Sculptor. Those are both good bans. They can both get 4-mans for sure. Sculptor especially is really scary. Once she hits full presence, if she snowballs, like, that's not fun to deal with at all. And Bloody Queen is a very strong hunter as well. So unfortunately, Hot Pants does not have either of those to work with. We'll have to see what else they've got. Um, Now it looks like it's going to be a prisoner ban next, wants to get rid of the decoders, which is fair. You don't want to deal with Cypher Rush when you have to 4-man. So but UGS are gonna pick Explorer. Yeah, there's the Explorer. I really like the Explorer lock. Explorer is such a strong character. Not only is his Cypher Rush really fast, but he can hide. And so it kind of puts the Hunter in a really annoying spot. Either you can try to chase him, which is gonna go one of two ways. Either you find him quickly and you have a huge advantage, or you spend like 60 seconds straight looking for him and you're just screwed. So if you look for him and you don't find him, you've just wasted a ton of time. And that's what a lot of teams go for, right? They hope either the hunter looks for him and doesn't find him, or they just hunt someone else, and then Explorer is gonna Cypher Rush. So definitely a really strong pick there from SS, I think. Or from UGS, my bad. Um they're messing around with a Helena ban. I would love to see a Toy Merchant or a Mind's Eye ban. She is very annoying. I don't like Mind's Eye. I don't think we'll see a Mind's Eye ban though. That would be pretty silly. Um, yeah, I mean they can at this point they haven't locked in a rescue yet, so you can just ban Merc if you want to ban a rescue. Yep, there it is. It's going to be a Merc ban. So if UGS want to get a rescue, they still have FO, who's like really strong. First Officer is a very good rescuer, but he's not quite as good as Merc, and it's somewhat easier to deal with. So that will be very nice for Hot Pants. They don't have to deal with a Merc. And UGS are going to pick in Professor. So they're not going to go for a rescue. Instead, they're going to go for that Professor. Professor's been really strong lately. We haven't seen him at all. But yeah, Professor definitely really good, especially depending on the hunter. Professor's very good against single hit hunters, so not great against like maybe an axe boy who can use fireballs, but against something like say a geisha or like maybe a night watch would be good. However, the hunter is gonna go violinist. Violinist is really interesting here. Violinist definitely has the potential to four-man if they're accurate with their notes. Violinist is also good against Professor because they can hit through the scales with the notes. Um, Definitely potentially a strong chase if they're accurate. However, if you're not completely accurate with your notes, you might end up getting Cypher Rushed, especially with the Explorer. I think it's going to be really interesting to see whether or not this violinist tries to chase Explorer, and if he does, whether or not it works. Looking at these comps, we are going to see um, Toy Merchant with broken windows. We're going to see a Professor with Flywheel. It looks like Explorer is actually going to have broken windows. Usually Explorer runs Tide. And then Painter is going to have broken windows. I don't think they're actually running any Tide. That is very interesting. Yeah, usually one Tide is the preference, not zero. But it might end up working out. Generally, it's not necessary for Explorer to have Flywheel or broken windows because he can just hide. So if he doesn't end up getting chased, it doesn't matter. But it looks like just in case Explorer does get found, they are going to give him broken windows. So they're actually running zero Tide. Now this is potentially risky if someone goes down quickly, they can just get farmed. And it's a free draw or a free win. A lot of snowball potential without Tide. But the upside is everyone kites. So if Violinist gets kited forever, it doesn't matter. Really interesting here. Explorer is actually going to take Hotel. We'll have to see if Explorer can hide. I think Violinist is gonna go for Explorer. Usually you see Toy Merchant at Hotel, the reason being she has that catapult spot at the staircase. So you put Toy Merchant at Hotel and she sets up the catapult. That's how SS played it. And it worked well for them, but it doesn't look like UGS feel like doing that. So they are gonna put Toy Merchant in the top right corner of the map. Not as many good spots there, but who knows? We'll see. Now, let's see. Which way does Violinist go? He does go for the Toy Merchant. So Violinist is not going to waste time on Explorer. He's acknowledging that Explorer is a total pain to chase, and that he might not find him, and if he doesn't find him, he's in really big trouble. So he's just going to go for Toy Merchant, and he gets a really fast note as well. Very accurate note there from Hot Pants. Really nice note, and Toy Merchant is going to get hit very quickly here. Toy Merchant does have to be careful now. She's been hit so quickly. Looks like, I believe this is Blink. Let's see if he can hit this note. Not quite, unfortunately. Toy Merchant is going to get the vault off. And she's going to pick up a speed boost as well, but it doesn't look like this is going to be fast enough. However, she does get that stun, but Excitement! This hunter is actually running Excitement. And so Toy Merchant is going to go down here. She has absolutely nothing to work with, and she does die. And that was a very fast down here. Painter Cypher 60, Explorer's getting a page, and then Professor, I have no idea what his Cypher is at. Really fast down though. And it looks like Painter is going to be going for this rescue. Now the problem is, that was a pretty fast down, and they don't have Tide. So this is gonna be pretty rough if they just farm Toy Merchant. She's gonna die like really quickly. It's also gonna be rough if he just hits Painter and then hits Toy Merchant again really fast. Yeah, running zero Tide is so risky. However, it looks like they're going to double rescue, and Violinist actually hits the chair. That's not great. You don't want to hit the chair there. However, Toy Merchant isn't going to rebound, and there we see, yeah, without Tide, she just dies so quickly. And their Cypher Rush is very slow as well. Unfortunately, not quite able to hit that note, so everyone stays uninjured. However, Hot Pants is really going for a hit here. Tries to bait Professor. Professor not falling for it. He holds on to his scales. Really nice patient there. A really nice patience. And now Hot Pants is going to chair. Their Cypher Rush is kind of slow because of the double rescue and because of no Tide. Professor did try to bait a hit there. However, he's just going to give up a balloon hit there. If Toy Merchant struggles, it's worth it, but she's not, and it's just a free hit there. Yeah, Professor was hoping that Hot Pants would hit him. while he used his scales, which would have let her struggle free. But unfortunately, Hot Pants didn't fall for it. And now there's going to be a hit as well. Now, yeah, there's the excitement too. And Hot Pants actually switching targets here. This is a really weird decision. No, he's gonna switch off now, but he doesn't know where Toy Merchant is. She is just at the top of that staircase. However, Painter died. Did that note hit him? Oh my god, I missed it. Okay, well, Painter's down. Unfortunately, this does cost Hot Pants some momentum because Toy Merchant was down on share, and you really want to get her out of the match. Probably should have just continued for her. Now she's getting healed. However, you do have Painter chaired in basement, and they have to spend time healing to full, which is going to set them back even more in terms of decoding. Their decoding is so slow, this might just be a 4-man anyway. Especially depending on the results of this rescue. I mean, if he just farms Painter in basement, that's not going to be good. Really ambitious note there, unfortunately not able to hit it. Hot Pants does have wanted order on Explorer, but still, such a long note. And now it looks like Professor is going to sneak this rescue. Hot Pants seem to overextend a little bit. And yeah, there's the rescue. The problem is Painter might get a painting now. You really want to just farm Painter here. You definitely don't want Painter to make this. And unfortunately, didn't hit that note there either. And there's going to be the painting. Yeah, Hot Pants probably should have camped that. Now they make the rescue for free and Painter escapes dungeon. Or rather, escapes basement. And this is going to set Hot Pants back a lot. However, he does hit the note. Really great note there. We'll have to see if maybe they can get a hit on Professor. Not quite, it seems. They will be able to just chair Painter. Now, not being able to get an injury there does hurt a lot. Right now, UMG have managed to salvage a lot of momentum here. So with everyone full health, they have a lot of freedom here. They're gonna go for another rescue here. The problem is Painter doesn't actually have a painting. Unfortunately, yeah, not able to hit the note or the full presence ability. And now Professor is gonna try body blocking here with the scale. Hot Pants has to be careful not to accidentally hit Professor. However, he is going to be able to get away. Doesn't hit that note, unfortunately. And he does hit the scale, but he has excitement, and Painter goes down immediately. And Professor actually might get hit here. We'll have to see. He uses Flywheel, and he does get away. However, oh no, Hot Pants swings early. Can he get the... He does get the note there, and now he's immediately going to be able to chair Professor. Oh, this is a pretty interesting position. Toy Merchant Cypher is 50. Painter's dead. Professor's getting chaired now, and he's first chair. Now, Explorer is probably... No, Explorer's actually going to camp nearby. He's probably going to go for this rescue now. The big question is, what is their 5th Cypher at? If their 5th Cypher is close, then they can still push for a draw. And of course, if UMG draw, then they win instantly. Is it possible for Violinist to 4-man here? If Violinist wants to 4-man, they're going to have to push for Toy Merchant, because Toy Merchant is down on share. So the best play here would be to go for Explorer until a Violinist sees the Cypher shaking, and then teleport there. Although I'm not sure if he actually has Trump Card. Unfortunately, not able to hit that either. But Toy Merchant's actually going to go for this rescue. This is very risky here. If Hot Pants is able to down this Toy Merchant quickly, he's going to be able to kill her instantly. And Explorer's just started searching for another page. So, Violinist does have some room to work with here. Let's see if he can hit this note. Unfortunately, not. It doesn't look like he'll be able to hit that note. And now, Toy Merchant is going to be able to take that catapult and get a lot of distance here. Now that Cypher is fresh, so they don't have a lot of time. And this is a good decision from Violinist at this point. You lost Toy Merchant, unfortunately, so you do have to pressure that Cypher. And at this point, yeah, everyone's injured. Able to hit Professor as well. And now Professor is going to be, this is his 2nd share, and he can just farm him to kill him. Hot Pants is actually pushing for another hit on Explorer as well. If he can get the free hit on Explorer, then it's going to be super good because Explorer won't be able to rescue. And they have to start a new Cypher as well. Toy Merchant just started a new Cypher. Unfortunately, Explorer did dodge the note, and now he will be able to make this rescue. But the problem is, the Cypher isn't very far. Explorer has to play this very carefully. However, they still only need 1 escape. So even if, like, Professor gets farmed and gets killed, as long as one of them gets out, they still win. It does look like Hot Pants had trump card. He has trump card to teleport. Now let's see if he's able to stuff this Explorer. Not able to hit that note, unfortunately. Not able to hit that either. Explorer did a really good job dodging that full presence. And yeah, Hot Pants is going to teleport away. Unfortunately, yeah, Lizard just expired on Cher. Explorer wasn't actually able to make the rescue. Now Toy Merchant is already half health. If she goes down here, it's just going to be Explorer. Explorer doesn't have a page left. And Toy Merchant goes down. Now the question is, does Hot Pants want to chair? He does not. He knows that if he chairs, she's going to die instantly and Explorer might be able to push for dungeon. So Hot Pants is going to slug. And now this is suddenly a really strong position for Hot Pants. Fortunately, Explorer wasn't able to make the rescue in time. That was such a huge change. Such a huge swing in momentum for this violinist. And now he can just slug Toy Merchant. Toy Merchant has to be very careful with this self-heal. She can't just self-heal in front of the violinist. They have to time this really well. However, Explorer doesn't have any pages left. Hot Pants actually considering chairing here? I'd be surprised if he chaired this. He's probably just dragging her towards the center of the map. Yeah, he's not going to chair yet. Explorer does have easy access to dungeon from here. And no, did she self-heal in front of him? Oh no, Toy Merchant immediately self-healed. And now, yeah, Violinist can just chase Explorer. And this looks like a 4-man now. The only chance for his Explorer is to wait for Toy Merchant to bleed out. Which could happen, but unfortunately Hot Pants does have tinnitus. It seems inevitable that he'll find her. And yeah, with Crows especially. Yep, and he's gonna find him. And Explorer is nowhere near Dungeon or Toy Merchant. Unfortunately, it does look like Explorer is gonna go down here, and this is looking like a 4-man. Yeah, Toy Merchant is only halfway through, expired. See, can Hot Pants hit that? Nope, unfortunately not. However, he does hit the full presence. An Explorer is going to take that the catapult, but not the catapult that takes you to stairs, doesn't get you a lot of distance. And that's going to be it. That's a 4-man, 4 violinist. Unfortunately, violinist or Toy Merchant isn't going to be able to make it to dungeon. Violinist can just chair Explorer and look for Toy Merchant now. And that's going to be it. And I believe now with things completely tied, it will go to round 4. We're just waiting for Toy Merchant to surrender. And yeah, Violinist is going to find her, and that is it. We're going to round 4. Wow. Very well played to that Violinist, getting the 4-man. It looked uncertain, but Violinist was able to get the 4-man. And now things are going to round 4. Yeah, looks like the set count is 14 to 14. Now round 4, yeah, round 4. Now it's going to extra time. So if it's a tie again in the 4th round, it goes to the fastest time escaped or killed. So yeah, things are gonna be going to time if it ends up being another draw. Now I'm trying to figure out what map it is. Not sure. I think they listed it somewhere. Yeah, looks like it's gonna be Arms Factory in the 4th round. And not sure who's hunting first. Looks like they're gonna discuss. Yeah, things are looking intense. This is all going all the way to round 4, so you are gonna be an arms factory for round 4. Yeah, this is super intense. Super intense. I didn't think things would be, this even. Mm. Oh, geez, it looks like that self-heal was an accident. Oh, no. Yeah, unfortunately, popping the self-heal there, made it pretty difficult for Explorer. That was really unfortunate. Yeah, that's a shame. Maybe if the self-heal didn't go off there, they could have gotten one out. Maybe. Oh, well. We're still waiting to see who hunts first here. Okay, it looks like we've actually come to a decision. SS will be surviving first, so UGS will be hunting. So we are going to see awkward hunting first and SS playing survivors. Now I think hunters do they get 3 bans or 2 bans? Oh, I forgot what the rules are. Oh, 3 bans? Okay. So Awkward's played Ripper and Nightwatch, and he is apparently a very good Wu Chang. So we're gonna see those 3 ban most likely, which means Awkward is probably gonna have to play something outside of his comfort zone here. Gonna be really interesting to see what they can come up with. We are waiting on those first bans here. Um, let's see. Did they list the what are the global bans right now? Okay, for SS, Batter, Barmaid, Prison Forward. And then Toy Merchant and Mechanic aren't banned globally? I think that's the case. Oh, my phone's at 10%. Oh, Toy Merchant and Mechanic are banned. So that is 6 survivors who are just banned. Dang. So, yeah, Old Toy Merchant's not that good on arms anyway. She's got like 1 spot in factory, which isn't that good. However, yeah, a bunch of harassers are gone. Batter and Batter and Forward. Two decoders are also banned, Mechanic and Prisoner. So SS do still have Explorer if they want to go Explorer, or they can go Postman if they want to go Decoder. And as far as harassers go, they also still have some options. They can go Prospector, they can go Antiquarian, they can go Thief. They could go a few things. We'll have to see though. For the first ban, I'm expecting a Seer, and then Priestess isn't actually that great on arms. She can still be good if you coordinate like long portals, but we might not see her get banned. Might be like maybe Seer and Merc or something like that. Yep, Seer and Merc are going to be banned. It is going to be Seer and Merc, which is great ban, of course. Merc is definitely really strong rescue. So now it's going to be up to SS to pick their first 2 survivors. They might want to go a rescue here. They'll probably try to lock in some support or harassment. Um, they did play Barmaid. Yeah, SS did play Barmaid. They could go a Barmaid. They could go a Prospector. They could go. They could go a lot of things. Dancer's very good on this map, so if they want to break out a Dancer, now would be a good time. They have plenty of options here. I think FO would also be pretty good. I think getting a rescue here would be really nice. Because if you let FO get banned, you're kind of forced to play Grave, who's pretty inconsistent. Especially if Aklo has something like good against Grave. Like Bonbon and Sculptor. Even after the even after the buff, Bonbon and Sculptor are still really strong against Gravekeeper. And in general, he's just not a very consistent rescuer. It looks like SS are really deliberating on what they want to go here. Maybe they've got some cool supporter strats for Arms Factory. I would really like to see Dancer. We haven't seen Dancer at all, and Dancer is very strong. I think Dancer would be pretty cool here. As well as Antiquarian. I mean, Antiquarian hasn't gotten like played or banned like a single time. And she's one of the best survivors in the game right now. So Antiquarian would be really good. It is going to be FO and Psychologist. So SS are going to lock in the rescue, and they're also going to grab a Psychologist, who is a strong kiter and a strong support. Psychologist can use her heal to heal anyone for free from anywhere on the map. And additionally, if you want to chase her, she's just a straight up 3-hit survivor, which is always strong. SS get to ban 3 hunters, of course, which is probably going to be Nightwatch, Wu Chang, and Ripper. Um, I can't really imagine them banning anything else. Yeah, Awkward says he's running out of mains. Yeah, yeah, three hunter bans is a lot. I am looking forward to seeing what he can pull out. He's gotta have something left over after those 3. Hopefully, we'll see. Well, Awkward does says that he has more, so just not many. I'm excited to see what he has. We should be seeing those bans come in soon. Okay, there it is. Nightwatch, Ripper Wu Chang. To the surprise of nobody. Now, it's gonna have to be something out of left field for Awkward here. We'll have to see what else he has left. Now it's gonna be another ban from Awkward. Awkward had a lot of time to think about that. Right now, yeah, they have Toy Merchant and they have Psychologist. Maybe Awkward wants to get rid of some more supports. Maybe some harassers. I mean, Prospector is still available. You might want to get rid of that. Maybe get rid of something like Acrobat. Or I think it was, I don't remember who was banning Acrobat, but someone was. Patient as well could be strong. Patient has some synergy with Psychologist too. So if you want to get rid of Patient, that's not a bad option at all. I think probably getting rid of Prospector here would be the best option though. That or maybe something like Dancer if they played her. Although maybe Awkward has a Naiad. Naiad is good against Dancer. And it's going to be Prospector. That was also pretty expected. I think Prospector is a great ban there. Don't want to deal with him. They've been playing him consistently. You want to get rid of the harassers. So now is going to be one more pick for SS. Right now they do have an FO and a Psychologist. Locking in some more support would be good here. You have your rescue. It's gonna be a cowboy actually. Cowboy is really interesting. If they were gonna play cowboy, you would expect it to be on church because cowboy by far his best map is church, but definitely can work on arms factory as well. Cowboy is a strong kiter and as well he can also harass. The problem is if you're not gonna have something like, church to deal with, a cowboy works best when you're harassing with someone else. So if they had like a prospector, a batter, or a forward, then cowboy would be much more effective. Cowboy by himself can be difficult. You have to make sure that the survivor dies far away from a chair. Otherwise, the hunter will just drop twice and get the chair. So we'll have to see how they coordinate it. Now it's gonna be one more ban for awkward. Probably just get rid of one of their last supporters, harassers, whatever they have left. Entomologist, strong ban, as always. Entomologist is a very strong supporter against, like, basically anyone. So now SS are going to lock in their last character. And their last lock is going to be Patient. It's going to be Patient. Yeah, Patient is a great pick here. He's a very strong hider, and he's got that special ability with Psychologist where if they're close to each other, they like get a speed boost. So that's going to be really interesting to see here. Patient, Cowboy, Psychologist, and FO. Now there is no support, basically, so zero support, but it also is like four self-sufficient kiters. I mean, Psychologist isn't that self-sufficient, but she takes 3 hits. So with Psychologist, you would like to have some support because she is basically a lucky guy, but um, I mean, with Patient and Cowboy, it's still going to be really hard for the hunter to chase. And if you put Psychologist in Factory or something like that, she still definitely has a lot of kiting potential. So now it's up to Awkward. Let's see what he has. Right now, all of his other hunters are gone. Let's see what else he can play here. Awkward is going to go BQ. BQ is really strong on Arms Factory, and she definitely has win potential if you get it down fast. BQ's chase is really strong, so this is going to be interesting to see. And BQ isn't bad against this comp either. If you can make Patient hook without using your mirror, you'll be able to hit him instantly. She basically farms Psychologist. Psych can't really kite BQ at all. And Cowboy isn't too bad either. Again, if you can make him use his lasso before you mirror. Now we are going to be jumping into the match soon. Right, we will be jumping into the match. Sorry for the delay there. And yeah, the first half of round 4 is starting here. It is going to be UGS's Hunter playing BQ versus SS's Survivors. Let's check out these builds. Cowboy is running Tide, Psychologist is on Flywheel, FO is also running Tide, and then Patient is on Flywheel. Once again, we're seeing SS run Double Tide. Double Tide isn't the most common, but it can work out. Although Cowboy might struggle without a kiting skill. It might be difficult for Cowboy to kite. We'll have to see. We'll have to check out these spawns that took so long. I'm sure these spawns will be very good. Psychologist is gonna be middle. And okay. Okay, so they're making like kind of a Tetris block here, with Psychologist in between Deep Ruins and Factory. So this could work. We'll have to see where BQ goes. Ideally, Patient will rotate towards front gate and Psychologist will kite Factory. I'm expecting BQ to chase Psychologist. It could, it's possible to chase FO, but it's not great here. You'd rather just chase the Psychologist. If Psychologist can't get to Factory, unfortunately, she's probably going to die very quickly. So it would be smart to have her rotate into Factory. However, it looks like Psychologist is actually heading towards the Cowboy. This is also a really good chase for Awkward, especially because Cowboy doesn't have like broken windows or flywheel. Cowboy is stuck on Tide. So is PQ gonna be able to hit this mirror? This might be close. No, it doesn't look like she will be. Cowboy's gonna be able to get away. And additionally, he gets a lot of distance. He gets a ton of distance, actually. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Yeah, big miss for that first mirror. You do really want to hit each one of your mirrors, especially when they don't have flywheel. So that is going to cost Awkward a bunch of time. We'll have to see here if he can hit the next mirror. His mirror is off cooldown now. So it would be, it's pretty important for BQ to hit this mirror right here. Unfortunately, not quite. Yeah, the mirror is just off. Oh no, and he wastes his blink too. Unfortunately, now stuck without mirror and blink. He does get the hit through the pallet, and this potentially salvages his pace now. Because he got a free hit, he can get the down with the next mirror, and he still has pace to draw, or win, potentially. That was a very nice play through that pallet, and it's potentially keeping his game alive here. However, he has to hit this mirror. The problem is, Cowboy can potentially mirror to a pallet, where Cowboy isn't really doing anything, but the mirror just isn't connecting. Unfortunately, another miss with the mirror here, and Cowboy is going to continue kiting. However, Cowboy messed up his lasso there. He still makes this pallet, though. Doesn't get hit through the pallet here. And yeah, I mean, this Cypher Rush is pretty incredible. This is going to be a 3-Cypher kite here. FO is about to pop his Cypher. And now suddenly, it looks like SS are in a winning position. Cowboy is going to finally go down, but that was so many mirrors. It's going to be a 3-Cypher kite. 2 ciphers left here now. Now Cowboy was one of their tides, but FO does still have tides, so FO's gonna be able to buy a lot of time here. And this is looking like a pretty consistent 3 escape here. Psychologist is hiding in a corner. I'm not sure what Psychologist is doing right now. I actually have no idea what she's doing. Maybe she's AFK. Oh, she just came back though. Now, he's gonna go for an early mirror here, which is interesting, but the problem is now he doesn't have mirror to read down Cowboy, but he does get a double hit on FO. The question is, does it really matter at this point? After that 3-Cypher kite, the Cypher Rush is so far. If Cowboy does any sort of rebound, it's going to be very difficult. Maybe Awkward can still get a draw here because of the double down, but it's going to be difficult. Patient, or Psychologist is going to work on that middle Cypher. And Patient is working on the Cypher near the exit gate. And it is going to be a pause right before Awkward swings at Cowboy. Interesting. I'm not sure what the pause is about. We'll have to see. Really strong start for SS though, and this is looking like a very good position for them. I mean, at the minimum, a draw, likely a 3 escape. But we'll have to see what's the deal with this. One of the serves DC'd. Oh, is that Psychologist? She was kind of sitting in a corner. Um, UGS requests a restart, which is not going to go through. Restart here probably won't be allowed. I think restarts are only allowed within the first 60 seconds of the match, at least under KOA restart. Under KOA rules. And yeah, Lolzy confirms no restart. Oh yeah, apparently Chubi is the psychologist. Chubi was being controlled by a bot there. Um, Dang, bot was really carrying there, not gonna lie. But it looks like we will get to see Chubi come back soon. So, yeah, what a shame. Would have been nice to see more bot gameplay. Oh well. Yeah, there is some discussion going on. Um, it should be a resume pretty soon. We'll just have to wait until the psychologist reconnects and SS are prepared. Apparently, yeah, psychologist was AFK for a while. They really should have paused earlier. Apparently, the moderator wasn't in the VC chat. Oh no, that's a shame. Yeah, sorry about the delay, you guys. This is there is some heated discussion going on, but once we get things sorted out, we will be able to resume. So just bear with us for a little bit. All right, psychologist should be back. We should be resuming shortly. Any second now. Looks like everyone's ready. Oh wait, do we have to wait the last 30 seconds? Oh no. Oh, you can? All right. We are good. We're back, boys. And here comes the restart. Awkward does get the mirror there. Swing, they paused mid-swing, but Awkward was able to get the swing. And now we're back. Psychologist Cipher is almost finished, and Patient Cipher is around 30%. So, getting back into things, yeah, Psychologist is probably going to be able to pop this before B gets to her. Oh no, it's like primed. And Psychologist gets hit through a pallet there. Unfortunate. Are they going to be able to rescue Cowboy? If they're not actually able to rescue Cowboy, this will be a tie. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not really sure, what's going on here. FO is going to go for it. FO might be able to make this. It's going to be really close, though. FO, unfortunately, no. FO can't make it there. And, geez, both survivors are at the chair. However, the cipher is almost finished, and this should still be a draw. Unfortunately, not able to get the 3-man there. After that really great cut by the Cowboy, it looked certain there would be a win. However, it is going to be a 3-man escape. It looks like Awkward is going to go for an early blink here. And did Psychologist not bring Tide? Did she not bring Borrow Time? I don't think Psychologist brought Borrow Time. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, wait, what? Someone's saying pause. Well, Psychologist is in the chair. Pause, whoa. Um, our Psychologist is... Okay, I'm not sure. Wow, they're... Okay, sorry for the delay, you guys. More heated discussion is going on how to handle this one. Yeah, we are unsure of what's going on. We might be looking at a total restart, which this far into the match would be, Wait, it looks like SS are okay with it. Yeah, sorry for the delay. Again, this is gonna be a 3-hour match. Oh boy. I didn't need to eat, that's okay. We're waiting for confirmation from both teams. SS consent to a restart. Now all we need is UGS to consent. Okay, yep, it is going to be a restart. Wow, really unfortunate for the Cowboy that kited 5 ciphers or 3 ciphers, but it looks like Awkward is going to get a chance at redemption on the BQ. Yeah, very unusual to see a restart that late in the match. Um, Very unusual. Unfortunately, the bot really screwed over someone, so we're actually going to see a total restart. This should be pretty quick though. After all, it's same characters, same spawns, same traits, same builds. So we should be getting right back into the match shortly. Okay, we're just getting started. They don't have to change their builds or anything, so we should be getting into area select very quickly. Everyone is going to be readying up. Okay, we're ready. This does look like the same build. Yep, this is the same spawn. BQ will spawn in the same place, and we are ready. Now, it'll be interesting to see if BQ does the same thing as last time. Last time BQ decided to chase the cowboy. So we'll have to see if Awkward wants to go for cowboy again, or maybe if he'll change his mind, maybe push for psychologist. We'll have to see. If cowboy gets chased, we'll have to see if things go the same way as last time. We're getting into the match now, first half of round 4 again. And yeah, BQ is changing her route completely. Now she's going towards the psychologist. Let's see if psychologist can kite this BQ. Here comes the first mirror. Unfortunate. The mirror was kind of far. Is she gonna get the hit? No, she's not. Unfortunate. Miss on the first mirror. And now it's gonna come to a pretty strong area with a ton of pallets. However, psychologist doesn't have a speed boost. She makes the yeah, she makes the pallet using that speed boost with patient. Really well played there. Using their synergy. Wow, very well played. Psychologist actually thinking or BQ is gonna mirror onto patient. Unfortunately, patient picks up his speed boost. And yeah, patient is going to get a ton of distance here. Now Awkward might be thinking about switching targets again, this time going for the cowboy. It's going to be the same chase as last time. It is going to be a cowboy now. Mirror's coming off cooldown. We'll have to see if Awkward can actually hit this mirror here. Actually goes for Patient. Does he get the mirror hit? No, very nice flywheel from Patient. And this might be a mirror hit though. Unfortunate. He just misplaces it. And Patient is going to be able to hook away. This is buying a ton of time now. You can see Psychologist Cypher is 80. FO Cypher is 60. And Cowboy Cypher is around 50. And Patient still hasn't gotten hit. He's got 2 hooks left. That is going to be a blink hit now. BQ without trait. She's going to mirror immediately, but the question is it going to hit? Unfortunately not. And Patient does get a lot of distance here. Really good hook. Patient is going to transition to Deep Ruins, and he still has a hook left. FO and Psychologist are going to be popping their ciphers. Cowboy's cipher is around 80. This is looking to be another 3-cipher kite. BQ not able to get the hit through that window. Patient once again going to use another hook here. However, he does immediately get mirrored. Does BQ hit it though? Unfortunately not. BQ not able to get the hit. And BQ can't. Yeah, she can't get the... Oh, she does finally get the hit there. Unfortunately, the mirror did run out, so she'll have to walk. But yeah, that was another 3-cipher kite here. Psychologist 4th cipher is at 50%. Not sure if their 5th cipher has been started yet, but even if it hasn't, this is at minimum a draw. Especially with cowboy harassment, this is going to buy a lot of time. The question is Awkward going to get the hit here? Awkward really pushing for a hit on this cowboy. And he does. He gets the hit on the pallet. Going to be a free hit here. Now it'll be difficult for cowboy to harass. Really well played by Awkward there, not allowing Cowboy to harass. No, Cowboy actually gets the lasso. Awkward didn't play carefully enough, and Cowboy was able to harass, and now Patient is gone. Well, Patient is going to be mirrored on. Unfortunately, this mirror isn't quite on top of the Patient. Patient's going to be able to continue to rebound. And now there's only 1 cipher left, and no one has been shared yet. This is almost certainly looking like a loss. Cowboy is going to be able to get the pallet stun too. And Cowboy's pallet stuns are super long. And now, yeah, the last cipher is around 50%. They even have 2 ciphers as insurance. Awkward is going to switch towards Cowboy. He gets the hit as well. Where the question is it going to be enough? It looks like it's probably going to be a loss. FO can just come in for a quick rescue. FO is right here. The problem is BQ did kind of chair on the last cipher, which could potentially be a problem. However, Psychologist is going to heal Patient. So Patient can force the cipher now. Additionally, FO does have Tide, which is going to buy a lot of time, and Cowboy is going to be able to die far away from the Cypher. FO makes the rescue before half. Cowboy, okay, FO gets double hit, and Cowboy is running away from the Cypher, which is good. Or, no, he's running back towards it. However, FO does get the body block. Psychologist Cypher is also at 80. Having the second Cypher really came in handy here. It was really smart of SS to have two different Cyphers. Now, even though the fifth Cypher, one of their Cyphers is being harassed, the other one is finished. And unfortunately, Awkward actually burns his Blink here. He burns his trait. But the Cypher's finished. Now Cowboy does have Tide, so it's going to be pretty difficult for him to kite to dungeon. However, unfortunately, Awkward can't seem to hit this mirror. Yeah, not quite. Awkward has to swap. The question is, can Cowboy actually kite to dungeon? If this is a 4 escape, that would be huge for SS. Cowboy is doing a really good job of looping, but BQ is actually going to head towards the exit gate. She gets a mirror right in the middle of the exit gate, and Psychologist does go down, however, Patient is going to get through. Patient is going to escape. Psychologist is going to be chaired, it looks like. However, FO is already at the other gate, and Cowboy is coming towards that gate as well. And this will be a 3 escape for SS. Very well played for SS. Really well played by SS there. Very good 3 escape. Unfortunately, yeah. Awkward having a tough time, and SS are going to have a really big advantage in this 4th round. Now SS's or UGS's survivors are going to have to 3 escape faster than they did, or they're going to have to get a 4 escape. Very big advantage going into the second half. We are going to be waiting on the start for the picks and bans here. As usual, I have no memory for what the global bans are. Maybe Lolzy will list them out in chat, maybe? Hint, hint. Thank you, Lolzy. Yo, thanks, Lolzy. All right. The global bans are Toy Merchant, Painter, Batter, Enchantress, Postman, and Prospector. So yeah, as we can see, a ton of harassers are banned. Prospector, Enchantress, Batter, Painter. That's a ton of harassers. So if UGS want to play harassers, their options are Forward, Antiquarian, maybe Thief, and not much else after that. I think Forward would probably be the best, but I'm not sure if they actually have a Forward player. On the other hand, they do have options for support. They can go Psychologist, they can go Barmaid, they can go Dancer, they can go Entomologist. They do have some options in that regard. So it is going to be SS's Hunter banning 2. We're probably going to get Seer banned. And then probably Merc as well. I think Seer Merc is a really good ban here. Definitely Seer, and I'm not sure who else. Probably Merc here. I think basically every Hunter would ban Merc. Yeah, all right, bet. Yeah, okay, we've got the first two bands. Yeah, the first two bands are gonna be Dancer and Seer. Very good bands. We haven't seen Dancer picked at all, but now would be a really great time to bring out the Dancer. So I think banning her is fair. Even though you're letting Merc in, I think like getting rid of Dancer is still so strong. We are gonna wait on the next two picks here. I think UGS always go Merc. Merc is a very strong pick here, and then Psych. Yeah, Psych is good. Merc and Psych is gonna be the pick here for UGS. Psych is a strong character, super consistent, just easy heal from anywhere on the map in 3 hits. So very nice pick there, American Psych. Now UGS are gonna ban 3 hunters. This is who is hunting? Oh, it's Hot Pants. Last time they banned what? Sculptor and BQ, and then Hot Pants played what did Hot Pants play? Bro, I forgot. Oh, he played Vio, true. So they're gonna ban probably just Sculptor, BQ, and Vio. I assume. Yep. And the ban is gonna come in BQ Sculpt Anthony. So Vio is dead. He is banned. He is locked up and thrown under the cell, as well as Sculptor and BQ. Um, it'll be exciting to see what else Hot Pants has. Yeah, these sorry about how long this has been taking. It's not very often matches go to round 4 as well. Sometimes, the matches will go like just to round 2 and that'll be quick, or round 3. So when matches are like dead even like this, 3 straight draws, of course it's gonna drag on for a while. Sorry about that. We are waiting for the next ban. It's gonna be Acrobat. Hunter wants to get rid of Acrobat, which is true. Acrobat sucks. Hunters hate Acrobat. Right now they've got Merc and Psychologist. They still have options for support if they want. Patient would be good. Patient works well with Psychologist. They still have like Barmaid. Barmaid would be cool. Entomologist would be cool. Um, I want to see something like Thief. Thief would be really funny. Kurt, by the way, I think that was Explorer lock. Is that an Explorer lock? Yes, it is. More Explorer. I think Explorer is really good here. Having a fast decoder is good, especially because they only need to draw. And of course, as we discussed earlier, if with Explorer, since he can hide, sometimes the hunter just can't chase him. Like last time, the violinist just decided not to chase Explorer. He just ignored him and went for Toy Merchant from the start because he knew that chasing Explorer would be a huge pain and you potentially just waste 60 seconds accomplishing absolutely nothing. So Explorer is really good lately. I think it's a really good lock-in. Now we're waiting for the next ban here. Yeah. Yeah, never-ending tennis match is crazy, but yeah, true. I think I'd still rather watch this than a tennis match, though. For the next ban, I think oh, so much stuff is gone here. It kind of depends on what the violinists think they're gonna go. Prospector is still available, I think, so Prospect would be a good ban. Or no, he's not. Never mind. They don't have like a forward or an antiquarian. Normally at this point, I think it's smart to be worried about harassment. So like you'd go for any harassers left over. But if they don't have any forwards or any antiquarians, then there's no real need for that. The only harassers left then are like Thief. Which Thief is broken, don't get me wrong. Thief is disgusting. No one likes Thief. But I guess they don't play him either. So like, we can let Thief go. I still want to see a Thief. I hate him so much, but I'd like to see it. Thief is just the most disgusting character ever. Mm, Probably, I feel like they're gonna go Barmaid. Like Psychologist and Barmaid together is a pretty crazy combo. Because then like everyone is 3 hits. Except Explorer, but he never gets chased. I mean, what else is there? Oh wait, didn't UGS play Doctor last round? Maybe they're gonna go something stupid again. They're gonna go Lawyer. Lawyer would be so cool. Hey, Lawyer actually has like rescue potential. He can't get stuffed. Lawyer's low-key cracked against Bonbon because he can make rescues. Or Doctor, maybe they're expecting a Mad Eyes. I mean, if it is a Mad Eyes or a Dream Witch, Doctor actually is a very good pick. Like Doctor's place, like we've seen Doctor in like high tier tournaments. Like we've seen Doctor get played. I remember one time, like I think last year in Koa, Sprinter was playing against that Japanese team, and they went Barmaid Doctor. They went Barmaid and Doctor just to hard counter Dream Witch, and then Sprinter four-manned anyway, because he's just built like that. Doctor's like a very specific character. She's great against a couple hunters, and then she's just kind of underwhelming against everyone else. So if you know you're up against like a Mad Eyes main, you lock Doctor. Or you ban Mad Eyes, or you can just lock Doctor. Which is pretty annoying, of course, for the Mad Eyes main, because like they know you're gonna go Mad Eyes, and you just have to play into a team full of hard counters. So, but that's the hard thing about being like a like maining a low tier character or maining off meta is that you get counter count. Oh, true, chip hunters too, because Doctor picks up speed boosts off of bombs and sculptures. That would be cool. I mean, Sculptor got banned. Uh, maybe it's gonna be a Bonbon. Bonbon would be crazy. Although Bonbon is difficult to win with. Bonbon is kind of a draw character because all they have to do is sell. My sanity is not right here right now. I'm not gonna lie. I think like an hour ago I lost it. After round two, I started losing my hold on reality. Wait, did they say Mind's Eye? I can't see this. Okay, okay, so they banned Entomologist. Right now their comp is what is their comp? Oh my god. It's like no, they locked Merc, Psych, and what oh right, Explorer. Merc, Psych, and Explorer, and Entomologist just got banned. Did they actually lock oh my god, they actually did. They locked Mind's Eye. They locked Mind's Eye. Oh no, this is gonna be really funny. Yeah, Mind's Eye is something spicy. Mind's Eye is crazy. Yeah, I think Mind's Eye is the least played decoder. Actually, no, I think she gets played more than Lawyer. I mean, Lawyer is probably better, but Mind's Eye is still really funny. The nice thing about Mind's Eye is that if she by some miracle doesn't get chased, you have a draw guaranteed because she just cipher rushes into absolute oblivion. The problem is getting her away from the hunter, especially with area select. Like if you don't like get some crazy mind game in the area selection stage, she's gonna get chased and she's probably gonna die instantly. Especially for a comp like this with no like support at all. Like they literally have zero support. So this Mind's Eye is on her own if she gets chased, in which case things are not gonna be fun. It's possible for her to just height 3 ciphers. Maybe, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe if you throw her in deep ruins and she goes crazy, who knows? Oh, for real? Wait, what was it? I was looking at the stream. Ripper? Yo, we got another Ripper. Oh my god, everyone's playing Ripper. That's so sick. Okay, we're gonna have a Ripper gameplay too. Okay, okay. Awkward four-man with Ripper. Maybe this guy can four-man too. Yeah, this hunter does only need a draw, so yeah, if they only need a draw, Ripper is pretty interesting. A Ripper can get draws, all he has to do is hit a bunch of foggies. And especially with someone like Mind's Eye, I mean Mind's Eye Black, she vaults like so slow. So you're just gonna like hit foggies on her vaults. Um yeah, it's gonna be difficult. I think the area select is gonna be super important though. If Ripper spawns next to Mind's Eye, it's gonna be tough. Maybe if they do some crazy mind game where they put Mind's Eye in some random corner of the map and Ripper thinks she's Factory, like that would be good because then Ripper can't chase her. Which is what they're doing. They're putting Mind's Eye in a corner of the map. Does Ripper read them? Does he actually go for her? That would be so funny. They're putting her in Deep Ruins. They're putting Merc in Factory. They're putting no one in Factory. No, they're putting Merc in Factory. Okay. Does Ripper spawn under Psych? He doesn't. Oh, he spawns to the right of Psych. Yeah, Ripper thought Mind's Eye was gonna be in Factory. They actually mind gamed him. That's crazy. Yeah, now Ripper might not be able to chase her. This is very good for UGS. This is really good for the survivors. Um, they got through the first hurdle, which is not messing up their spawns. Their spawns actually ended up turning out really well. So, now we're gonna ask to see what happens. I think Ripper might actually be thinking about... No, Ripper's gonna go for Psych. Psych kind of runs into him. However, Ripper just whiffs the Foggy. That's not great. However, Ripper isn't going to commit to Psych. He's going to go right for Mind's Eye, and Mind's Eye was decoding in front of him. That's not very smart. Mind's Eye probably should have been rotating. Mind's Eye should have rotated directly to Shaq from the start of the match. Decoding right there is very risky because now Ripper can just chase you. Yeah, you have to play super careful with Mind's Eye. Unfortunately, there goes another Foggy. Mind's Eye did read that. She managed to dodge it. Oh no, but she goes for a risky pallet stone and she gets hit. I think this Ripper... Oh, this is a teleport Ripper. That's crazy. Dang, I've never seen a teleport Ripper. Well, Ripper is probably not going to need trait to kill her at this point. Let's see if she can get away from this Foggy. She does! She flywheels! Crazy flywheel from Mind's Eye. Oh, she goes down anyway. That's a shame. Really nice flywheel, though. Yeah, that was not great. Mind's Eye needed to rotate. Unfortunately, it's gonna be pretty difficult for them to salvage this. Their Cypher Rush is pretty far behind. Ripper teleports, though. What? Ripper actually teleports straight to Psychologist? This is... Whoa. I assume he's just gonna go back to Camp Mind's Eye. He only needs a draw, so he should just play this ultra carefully and camp out Mind's Eye. He probably should have just saved teleport for after they sell, or if they, don't sell and rescue, then he can teleport once she's dead. He is gonna cut off Merc, and he actually hits the Foggy on Merc. Merc's elbow pad is on cooldown. He's gonna get the elbow pad. No, he's not. He's not gonna elbow pad. This is gonna be a double hit. That's crazy. Now Ripper can actually win. Yeah, really, dang. Unfortunately, the Foggy does get why did he hit Merc again? I'm not sure why he hit Merc again. But Merc was able to body block the Foggy, and Mind's Eye still alive. Oh, I hope Ripper didn't get lost. He should be able to find her blood trails here, so Mind's Eye's not going to be able to escape. But yeah, that double hit's really big. That gives Ripper a ton of momentum now. They're decoding so far behind. Unfortunately, not able to hit that Foggy, but Mind's Eye didn't camp the pallet, and she just dies. Yeah, that one didn't go too well. Mind's Eye is going to be sent back to the manor very early, and Merc is on the ground as well. And their Cypher Rush is just so far behind now. Really nice flywheel. Their flywheels are actually on point. However, she gets terror shot. No. No, she was so close. She almost made that too. Oh, after the flywheel was so nice too. That's such a shame. Yeah, mine's eye or psychologist is dead now. Rest in peace. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. Explorer is healing Merc, which is cool, but there are three ciphers left and Explorer doesn't have a page. Yeah, this is unfortunately this is looking pretty rough. This might not be doable. I'll have to see. Maybe Psychologist rebounds for 2 minutes straight. I think they'd actually need a 2 minute rebound. Maybe 3 minutes, actually. This is going to be after half, too. She actually has to rebound for like 180 seconds. And without Tide as well. Well, here comes Merc. Merc is going to eat a Foggy. It's not ideal. He doesn't get Terror Shocked. And of course, Psychologist does heal as well because she had Stress and no Tide. So that was good. Unfortunately, Merc got double hit, so their Cypher Rush is now non-existent. And there's still two ciphers left. And yeah, Psychologist, we'll see if she can dodge this Foggy here. Merc went for a body block, but wasn't able to get it. She does dodge... Oh no, she got hit. She didn't get hit by the Foggy, but... But yeah, unfortunately, she has to kite for so long now for this to be doable, but it's not really looking good. We'll see if she can maybe get a pallet stun here. She does. If that was a Foggy, she was dead. She's pretty lucky. She's going to be able to continue rebounding, though. Merc is going to have to self-heal. Maybe if she rebounds for another 2 minutes, maybe. Maybe. Unfortunately, good flywheel. Dang, her flywheels are nice. And she continues kiting, but... Oh, Ripper whiffs! Oh, he doesn't whiff that one, and she's dead. Explorer was able to pop a Cypher, but at one Cypher left, they have to actually kite to dungeon now. Wait, no, they don't. They had to win. Yeah, this is, now it's over. SS do win here. Unfortunately, Ripper only needed a draw, and the draw is guaranteed. We might be seeing a, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. Well, we'll play the match out. We'll see how it goes. GG's to SS, though. They really played that fourth round well. It was so even, too, up to that point. But unfortunately, in the end, SS were able to come away with the win. Really nice Foggy there. Ripper is going to go for Explorer. Or no, that's Merc. Merc is an elbow pad. Yeah, Explorer is digging up a... No, he's not. He's just hiding. Yeah, unfortunately, they just have nothing. Really good elbow pad to dodge the Foggy now. But yeah, they're gonna play it out, but the rest of the match, unfortunately, doesn't really matter. Actually, Explorer's, Cypher's almost done. Well played by Ripper to focus on it. Going for Explorer on the Cypher is definitely smart. He is going to miss that Foggy there, unfortunately, but Explorer probably won't be able to kite very long. However, Merc is also rushing down the Cypher. It looks like UGC are gonna pop this Cypher or die trying. Merc is getting pushed off the Cypher now. Explorer probably gonna run in. Unfortunately, he Foggies into a large block of steel, which Foggies don't go through those. Gonna continue looking for Explorer here. They're both trying to rush this Cypher down. What's the Cypher even at? Is it 90? Not sure. Neither of them can get close to it. Another Foggy there. Another... Oh, it hit him! Oh my god. I did not think that was gonna hit. Sick Foggy. An Explorer is deceased. Well, he still has self-heal. Merc gets hit though. I don't think Merc is self-heal. Does he? Oh, we're about to find out. Unfortunately, though, this is just about over. Whether or not Merc is self-heal, things are looking pretty rough. Yeah, Merc does have self-heal. However, it looks like Ripper is just going to chair. And yeah, and it doesn't really matter what happens at this point. They weren't able to pop the cipher, it seemed. They sure did try, but no dice, unfortunately. And yeah, Merc isn't even trying to self-heal. Looks like this will be over soon, and I might actually get to eat soon after 3 hours. Yay. Hopefully Ripper finds him, and there it is, and that's gonna be the match. Yeah, GG's to SS, really close match, but um, yeah, in the end, in the fourth round, SS were able to beat UGS. Well played to both sides. They both played really well. Well played to UGS as well, keeping it even through 3 rounds. That wasn't easy. Very good match. Very good match. Well played to both sides. Oh. All right, well, thanks for watching, you guys. Really great matches for today. And make sure to come over tomorrow. We've got 3 matches tomorrow. Exciting stuff tomorrow. A whole 3. That's like potentially 9 hours if every match goes to round 4. I sure hope that doesn't happen. Feel bad for any commentators who are commentating 9 hours straight. But see you guys later. Yeah. Thanks for coming over, guys.